because it's just brighter naturally, which is nice. It's finally a beautiful day, which is nice. I look forward to playing WoW today. We're sort of between games, and at times I feel guilty for playing WoW, but it is my favorite game, like of all time. This whole channel started because of WoW, but it just I don't know if since we started streaming, the people that have expressed interest in the channel did so because we were playing WoW or other games. So I always feel like WoW's I don't know, but we're sort of between games. Anyways, my point is we have another game, Ghost of Tsushima, I believe, which I'm interested in. We might grab that soon, and that might be the next thing we play, like the next narrative like game. Although this is narrative too, but you know what I mean. This game goes on forever. Just a second, we'll get into it. So today, I look forward to today. Lots of stuff has changed today. I'm not too certain what. One sec. I read a little bit of the patch notes. I think also there's been a lot of bugs, thankfully. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to play a ton of the new content, but maybe that's a good thing because I may have missed getting screwed on some stuff. One of the newer additions, I believe, to this patch, from my understanding, is the ability to reroll on, I think, raid bosses. So if you kill a raid boss, you have an opportunity to get a piece of gear. If the gear doesn't drop, you can roll a second time to try to get a piece of gear. I believe you have 3 chances to reroll on the bosses of your choice per week. Somehow there was a bug where I believe you were getting duplicate items. I don't think I believe if I understand the bug correctly, let's say you're lucky enough to win something and it's a necklace. I think any other time you use the reroll button for the week, your other 2 opportunities, if they gave you anything, I believe it was the same item you already got, which I believe is against how the system's supposed to work. So that would suck. I don't know if the people that got burned on that bug will get their token back or tokens back, but I mean, it's most of the time when something new drops in WoW, like a patch. Oh, is the WoW sound working? It's not. Hold on one sec. When a patch drops, often there's like an exploit that happens, and a lot of people benefit greatly from it. They'll exploit it early at the beginning. Usually they don't get banned. Usually they just often like in Remix, Mists of Pandaria Remix, I believe they were killing frogs to get a whole bunch of currency, and I don't think they lost the currency. I believe I don't think anything happened. Maybe they got banned. I'm not sure, but anyways, most of the time nothing really happens. This is the one of the few occasions where people got burned. Usually it benefits players. This in this circumstance, people were excited and eager to use it. I would imagine the cutting edge people, the Mythic plus or high end raiders, probably used it like within the first few hours, and probably got burned on it. And I wonder if they're now a week behind because of that. That would suck. I don't know. It's interesting. I've read some theories that people are speculating Blizzard is sort of getting ahead of themselves, where they're releasing content at a crazy rate, which I think is great, but they're saying it's there's a lot of bugs as it's releasing. So are they not able to keep up, I guess, with the development? They're more focused on releasing it, not releasing it fully developed, which I don't know if that's actually true. That sort of just feels like Twitter talk, but who knows? I think it's a lot of moving pieces at once. Often you're bound to miss something. Of course, you try not to, but the purpose of beta testing, I believe, is to catch a lot of these bugs. Maybe people don't report it. Maybe there wasn't enough beta tests. Who knows? Who knows why? But I don't mind if stuff like this happens. I just think the right thing to do on Blizzard's end is to make good on it. People did the right thing by using the system as intended. They got burned for it. I think it would be appropriate to reimburse those people that were affected negatively for playing fairly. That I think as long as that happens every time, even if it happens every time a patch drops, as long as you always make good on it, I think it's not so worrying to take a chance with these systems so early in the beginning. Ooh, that's an upgrade, but it's not tier. So I think the force set is still better. We can hold on to this. We can convert it to tier, but it is only champion gear. So we will. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's BOE. I wonder if that sells for anything. That too. Yeah. Um, so I'm just quickly looking. Could have given that to someone, I guess. It doesn't really matter that much. Could have given it to Nolly. It's okay. Who cares? It's here's easy to come by. There's another one right there, so. The shoulders that I could upgrade to tier, I could turn these into tier, but I feel like we could probably get a heroic piece fairly easily at this point. And I think something happened in the recent patch that dropped where you can sort of pick and choose what gear you want, which we'll pick shoulders, and then we can replace our veteran shoulders with tier. So this is champion, so I think our shoulders are the weakest part now, but it's still tier, so it's worth it, so it carries everything else, or carries its weight more than some of the other stuff. You know, I heard that I don't read the numbers. I don't even know where you look to see the numbers of how the classes are performing in Mythic Plus, but I heard that druids are not, or feral druids aren't doing very well. I don't know if that's true or not, but it certainly feels that way. And I was leveling a monk. That's why I wrote leveling in today's title, because I thought maybe we'd level the monk a bit. I was leveling a monk because I heard monks are quite strong, and I always enjoyed monks. They seem fun and snappy and fast, which I like. And it seems quite strong so far. It seems almost like how the druid felt at the beginning of the X pack before it got nerfed a bunch of times. Guardian at least. Guardian felt really powerful, and then it feels a little neutered now, but it's still not bad. It's still quite good, actually. But at the beginning, it was crazy. So we can do time walking. Okay, I guess we do mythic or delves. We can do as well. All right, let's open our chest. That's what I want you to do. Vault. I forgot about the vault. Right. Yes. I did log on a day or two ago, but I didn't check my vault. I figured let's wait for stream. It would be fun to stream the vault. So let's see what we get. Should we do it for Guardian? Should we do it for Feral? I feel like I should do it for Guardian, because then I could get a pretty cool trinket, I feel like. Yeah. I feel like we're going to probably do more stuff as Guardian, even as solo, so. That is the trinket. That's quite good, I think. That is like a best in slot, but it's veteran, so who wants that, really? Can farm that. Chalice. Ooh, my god, look at that. We can replace. But this is, so right here, these are hero shoulders. So this is what's interesting now. We can... interesting. We can replace our shoulders right now, which is our weakest piece. And we can use one of the credits and convert this to tier. So we can have a heroic tier piece. Or we can save our coin, hope that doing something over the next week will get us a heroic shoulder piece. And right now we can replace our champion gloves with this. But in the end of the day, I would still need to replace my... I would still need to use the coin. That's the thing. I would still need to use the coin to convert it to the hero to tier. So, because the only way that I would get tier without having to use the coin would have to be to raid. And I'm probably not going to raid this week. So, I guess we'll just go with this. I don't know how good this one is. That's great at Chalice, but like tier, I feel like tier is always going to be better. We'll get this, convert this to tier. That'll replace our weakest piece. We still have champion gloves. I feel like we can eventually get hero gloves, and then I'll just use a second coin, I guess, to convert to that. Although I guess I do see the one. So this is where, okay, one last thing. I know I'm looking too deep into this, but if you go with the gloves now, I feel like the shoulders is the better option. But if you gamble and you go with the gloves now instead, you can take a chance and hope that maybe one of the delves, the level 11 delves or whatever, will have a heroic shoulder piece. And then you can use the coin and you can convert that to a tier piece. So then you have a heroic shoulder and you have heroic hands and you only used one coin. If I get this now and use a coin on this to convert this to tier, when I get gloves, eventually I'm gonna have to use a second coin. It's not a big deal, really. Like I don't have that many alts yet that really matters that much. But I'm just thinking out loud. It's interesting. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Like I think we'll just go with this because this will help now, and we'll figure out the rest, in the wash. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and we'll convert it. I don't even have another level 80, so by the time I have another level 80, I'll probably get another coin next week, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, so this is to go to the neighborhood. Yes, yes. So the housing I heard wasn't working as well. I heard that when the patch came out, housing was down completely, and you couldn't do stuff, which is crazy to think. 'Cause that was a feature of the X pack. So I don't even know if this new patch had anything to do specifically with housing or not. Not too sure. I'm trying to remember where this converter thing is. I think it's around here, maybe? No. I'm trying to remember the layout of Silver Moon. I remember it's around. Is it here maybe? Right here. Yes. It's this ginormous thing. It's hard to miss. Except when I'm looking for it. Right, so we have championcy. So we'll eventually get gloves, hero gloves as well. There, so look at that. That's crazy. That's worth it. That's exciting. What a difference that is. Jesus, and we'll upgrade it. We could probably upgrade it too. We already have 3. It's already a Thursday, so you know. I don't think I'm gonna use that many coins before I even get another one. I have 2 now. I'm gonna get a third one Tuesday. That's cool. That was worth it. Cool. We can upgrade it now. That's huge. And we got the transmog for it. Ooh, I forgot about this transmog bug. So this bug has not been fixed yet. That's unfortunate. Jesus. Wonder how it's going to look on OBS. It's still showing a black screen on OBS, but... Oh, there. It's coming in. Every time you open transmog window, it locks up like this. I don't know... I think this started in the War Within, and it happened for a long time. It went away, and I think at the beginning of this X pack it came back, and it has not gone away since, and it's the worst. That is something exciting you can try. Supposedly, I don't know, I've never ran this before, but supposedly the I don't remember what it's called, the Dragonflight Dungeon. It's not that old, I believe. The one with Fyrak. Which one was it? Was it Midnight? No, it was Dragonflight, I think. Amir Drasil. This is the one. This was not soloable for a long time, but this patch, I believe, made it soloable. So you can get the transmog, and most importantly, most excitingly, you can get this mount, and as well as this mount, it drops this same form for druids. So druids can turn into that form. I've wanted it for a long time, but you normally have to find groups, and I could have done it, I just didn't do it, but it'd be fun to try for the first time on stream. I've never ran it past Raid Finder when it was live, so we'd be interested to see it on Mythic and see if we can actually solo it. That'd be pretty cool. If it's not a DPS race, if there's no enrage timer, then we can definitely tank it, because my druid will not die. But if it has an enrage timer, then I'm racing against the clock. Then I might need to go cat and hopefully be able to mitigate the damage. But right now we'll start with a delve. We don't have any coffer keys. Did our shards reset? Why does it say 0 shards? What? How did our shards reset? That's crazy. Well, we got to do other stuff before we do delves then, I guess, so we can get some shards. That's nuts. Wow. All right, so we'll do a pray, I guess. Pray, and we'll do like a world quest real quick. Get some shards for the delves. It's interesting because I always cap out every week, which is sort of frustrating, but you want to keep playing, you want to keep farming stuff, but they limit you on how much you can get every week. I guess I don't know why, but I didn't pay attention to this for a long time. I somehow missed this. I don't know why. Probably because I'm always yapping. Every week, this guy has a quest. If you read what this thing does, you place a beacon down inside delves, and it summons this nemesis, the guy from Resident Evil. It summons the guy from Resident Evil to attack you inside the delve. When you beat him, I believe he always drops a map. So if you need a map for the week, the map to unlock the hero level equipment in delve level 8 or higher, do the praise, get this item, I believe once a week, and do it at the beginning of the week. So right at the beginning of the week, you can get your heroic piece item easily, and you can sort of start your week off on good footing. All right. So we'll start with, I think of all the zones, I think I dislike this one the most for whatever reason. Void Spire. I always go out this way. I mean to go out the other way. The other way is such a shorter exit. It's just right, straight shot right out to the rogue area, and then you at least can fly. Okay, so we will. So the one thing I do like about this, I love Silver Moon. I do think Silver Moon is one of the best zones or hubs they've created in a very long time. The War Within zone, Dornogal, was not bad. The design was good. It was fun. It felt inventive. It felt large, but still cozy. And the architecture of this game is absolutely brilliant. Even if you don't like some of the expansions, I feel like the one thing that's been consistent from the very beginning has been the zones and the design of the zones. The art team has always been brilliant. But for something about the way Silver Moon is designed, is it feels large, immersive. It has all these cool little neat pockets that feel very alive, but at the same time, it feels tight in its design. Things are easy to navigate to. Once you remember the layout, which I'm still sort of remembering myself, but it's coming together, and I can see how quickly I can jump to stuff. It almost feels like an improved Shatrat City. Stormwind always felt great. I think Orgrimmar always felt pretty good. Orgrimmar felt a little bit clunky to navigate, but it felt like a pretty cool city. But this one, Silver Moon, to me feels like it might years from now be remembered as one of the better ones. Much like Stormwind was. I think it's hard to top the OGs, but I think this one certainly comes close to comparing to the same quality of design. I think a lot of the cities in the X packs are forgettable, but I think this one stands out compared to a lot of them. Oh boy, I forgot about this the second you pop in here. Oh, so this is it. This is it. Yes, we need to do one more, I think. So we need to do Mythic Plus, or so we're gonna take some damage here. Are we in Cat form or Bear? Because this is gonna hurt for a second. We need to kill something in 12 seconds, 10 seconds, or we're gonna take a significant amount of damage. And we will, unless I can find a critter to really quickly kill, which I cannot. So we're about to take some damage. We'll just go Bear form really quick. We can just maybe heal through it, actually. Be alright. See, it's ticking for 54,000, 55,000 damage every 1 second, pretty much. This is the prey mechanic on Nightmare mode. So we need to fill this gem up here, this crystal, and you do so by doing world quests, by opening treasures, by killing rares, and doing like this right here. If you go to this objective, it will help fill up this bar. In the meantime, because we're doing the hardest version, while we're doing whatever in the zone, the guy pops out of nowhere, attacks us quite frequently. The NPC that gave us the quest says kill something quickly, and if we don't, we take damage like we just did. There's a few extra mechanics, so you're always on your toes. As a tank, it's hard to kill stuff really quick when he asks, so I just ignore it usually and heal myself. I think it's a little bit easier as DPS. I think DPS would say they disagree, but I mean, I've done this as a cat before. And when he says kill stuff, as a cat, you can do it within a few seconds. If you have 20 seconds or whatever the time limit is, it's much easier to kill something quickly as a cat. Or as a DPS, a monk, whatever your DPS class is. Tanks don't die, but they're very slow with DPS. So often I find it's easier to just ignore it and just take the damage and heal through it. Because I'll try. I'll always try, but the timer's always way up before I kill something. At the beginning of the X-Pack, it wasn't that bad. But Druids, or Guardian Druids specifically, were doing a significant more amount of damage than they are doing now. And I'm not complaining, like, I get it. Although it would have been sick to go through the X pack like that. But I was enjoying it at the beginning of the X pack, I was thinking to myself, enjoy while it lasts, because this is too good to be true. At some point, you're gonna get the nerf, so have fun while and it was a lot of fun. That being said, though, not to be a snitch, but monks sort of feel like that now. With that being said, I don't think monks necessarily need a nerf. I don't really see a problem with. I almost feel like you want to incentivize tanks to feel overpowered in the world. Maybe they don't need to do crazy damage, but you want them to feel like they're never ever going to die, and they could solo practically anything. And you say, well, why would they want to group with people? Because they don't want to spend 4 hours fighting a raid boss. That's boring. But the fact that the fact that they never have to worry about dying, they can solo stuff if they want. The opportunity is there. I would hope it would maybe incentivize people to play tank more often. Just there's got to be something that works as an attractor to give people the opportunity to want to play tank, because it feels like such a thankless job. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't like the near invincibility, but it's got to be something. And anytime you do DPS complain, and that's fair. But just with this lack of tanks, it's rough. Oh. Let's see if we can do it. All right, we have 23 seconds to kill this guy right here. See if we can do it. Let's see if we don't have to use 3-minute cooldowns to do this. So we got it. I think we got it now. So that changed significantly because I think our tier set. I think it's been a little while since we've done this. Maybe like last stream, maybe. And since then, we've gotten our not only our 2 set, I think, but our 4 set. And not only that, but we replaced a lot of our veteran tier with heroic. Is it all heroic now? Heroic. That's veteran. Did we not upgrade our shoulders? We didn't equip them. Where are our shoulders? I upgraded the shoulders. I didn't equip the shoulders. I just have to find him now. 1 sec. I'm just fighting this guy. I'm just looking at my bag. My bags are an absolute mess. Oh, let's see right there. We have a cosmetic. That's exciting. My god, it's probably right in front of me. I can't see. What if I just type in shoulders? Will that come up? Right there. There they are. 261. Oh, we just killed something. What's asking us to do it again? Huh? That's crazy. We'll fight this guy. Well, so now we're doing even more damage, because now we just equipped the heroic shoulders, which is exciting. So that I think is so 2, 3, all 4 pieces are heroic now. I think when we first got our 4 set, we had 2 pieces of maybe one was champion, maybe one was veteran or something, and very quickly we replaced, I guess, 2 or 3 pieces with heroic, and now today our 4th piece with heroic, which is exciting. And when we do this delve, or I mean, hopefully if we're lucky, we'll get a heroic piece of gloves, and maybe we'll use another coin. Who cares? When it comes to the coins, did our prey move? No, I have to do the traps, I guess, to get the prey to reveal itself. When it comes to the coins, generally, I just try to leave 2 at a time up. That way, if I have a new alt or something, at least I can give him like a 2 set, because I feel like a 2 set makes a difference. It would suck to just convert 1 piece into tier. It would be nice to. I think the prey trap on the minimap has gotten bigger. The icon, it looks like to me. But yeah, it's nice to have 2 available, because that way if I've done this before, often a little bit later in the X pack, I'll level an alt, and the second I hit 90 or whatever the max is, I'll send myself over some warbound gear that's semi-decent in night level, and quickly convert it to tier. And my character that just hit max level, that has no gear, at least has a decent 2 pieces of gear that's a 2 set. And that 2 set usually makes a difference. So that's just sort of my mentality there. As long as I have 2 pieces, that it's enough to carry me over through the week. And then maybe I can get into Mythics or do whatever it is, and I guess we'll just do. I was looking for traps, but there don't seem to be as many traps up, and I wonder if that's because they nerfed them. There used to be so many in abundance, but Maybe people were farming traps too much, so we can just do world quests, which is fine. I forgot when the girl jumped me too. I could have, there's a mechanic where when they jump you, after you defeat them, often they'll poof into a cloud of smoke. And if you follow the red cloud, which is often just a few feet left or right of you, you can jump them while they're hiding. And if you do it, I think 50 times, you get an achievement. And we've done it like 13 or 14 times. So I try to remember while we're doing this to do that. Over time, eventually you'll get it. I'm not too worried about it, but I feel like you'll probably get it pretty quick with alts. Because if you do, especially if you have level 90 alts, if you have level 90 alts, oh, see, so we're, oh no, it's, are we getting jumped? Oh, we are getting jumped, you are getting jumped, so we can do it here. We should be able to do it here. If you have level 90 alts, you can do all the versions of Prey, I think, per character. So you can do normal all the way up to Nightmare per week on each character. And if you do world quests and stuff the whole way there, you'll be getting jumped so many times by like we're getting jumped right now by the prey we're tracking. So see, she's hiding right here, I guess, because so this is really close because we're in a small vicinity. This red smoke right here. So she jumped us, we beat her. Now we step over to the red smoke. She reveals herself. We can attack her. Repose, is that what that is? I believe that's how you pronounce it. Do that 50 times, you get an achievement. So if you have, what is it, like 12 opportunities a week, I think, per character maybe? You can, I mean, if you wanted to grind that much, you could really get it 1 week if you have enough alts. Because you don't only get it once per prey. The longer you stay hunting, the more likely they are to jump you. So I mean, I guess you could technically get it off one prey if you just never solve it and you just keep just killing mobs randomly in the zone and they keep jumping you. I suppose you could. It would take for a long time and it would be silly, but if you were that determined, I suppose you could do it. So we were too slow killing that guy, so we're taking damage now. You can't tell because tank, but so at least that mechanic sort of could be ignored, thankfully, as a tank. Because that would be really frustrating if I couldn't ignore it. If it killed you every time, it would be frustrating because I can't kill these guys fast enough. As a DPS, you could, but at least there's a way to mitigate it, which is just existing pretty much as a bear. Damn, I was really hoping or excited to hop right into Delves when we started. I did not consider the no keys. Nokia. So that counted, actually. That fulfilled the guy's thing. Normally that doesn't count, to my knowledge. Because I've killed those things before when he asked me to kill stuff, and I didn't think it registered. But that's good to know. Okay, let's just do a quick world quest, and that should probably reveal the guy to us soon, I would imagine. Oh, there's a trap right there. Grabbing the traps also does it, but... You evading? What are you doing? There we go, we got it. Okay, now we can go. So she revealed herself, now we can fight her here. 4 days, 20 hours, 420. This is another mechanic where technically you're supposed to interrupt this thing so it stops chasing you. I guess you could fear it, or I don't know if I guess you could fear it. You could stun it. I think that anything that interrupts, it's it chasing you as a cast. So long as you interrupt the cast, any stun works. I believe it just it disappears. I don't normally worry about it too much. It hits me all the time. It doesn't do very much damage. I imagine as a DPS again it would hurt, but again you probably could nuke it or interrupt it. All right, so we'll make our way to the prey. Once we beat our target, this stuff will stop popping up for us. So then we don't have to worry as much when just messing around in the zone. I could also So I'm trying to see, does anything, nothing here really awards keys for to run the delves, unfortunately. Wonder if we can do Mythic Plus. What if someone wants to do Mythic Plus? Let's see if there's any groups that want to do Mythic Plus. There definitely is, but Windrunner Spire 0. So like a 2. Can we find like a 2? Do I have a 2? I probably need a... Oh, I probably got a key just now, actually. I could probably make a group myself. I forgot I have a key, because we just opened the vault, right? What did we get? Cracked keystone. I don't have a key. Did I not have to open the vault? I thought you got a key when you opened the vault. Am I nuts? Maybe you gotta run 0 to get a key. Well, let's do Windrunner Spire then, if we can get in. If it's still there. Maybe? It's right in here. Alright. Well, we can make our own group after. It's not a big deal. Grab this quick. We'll do the parade. It's so easy. Like these parade fights. People were complaining that they need to be nerfed. I don't think they're that tough. I mean, I don't do any of the tougher content either. I play all entirely by myself, and I don't think these are that difficult. I've done it in both cat and bear form. So I'm not saying like I've done it in bear form. That's why it's not tough. That's easy, I would imagine. But I'm saying I've done it in cat form, and it doesn't seem that bad to me. Cat form seems quite weak. And why did this reset on us? Because we joined a group? What happened? She reset? Hmm. I am listed as DPS. Does he have a tank? What's going on? So where is it bugged? Can we leave? Return to the fight. So kick me out. That's fine. Because I can't do it. That's so strange. Let's try it again. Okay, we'll try it again. I think joining the group fucked it up or something. At least it reset. I was hoping it would reset if you left the group. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Let's not join a group now until we finish this first. Okay, we'll ignore this. It's just fine. What I always thought was the music is so freaking intense. It's fun. I love it. Shoot with the shrink ray, which I guess reduces your damage down by 20%. Yeah. Mini masher. Don't have all my cooldowns now because I used them on the first fight, unfortunately. So I wonder what the masher does. So I let her hit me with the shrink ray because that only reduces damage by 20%. I don't know what the masher mechanic does. I didn't want to take a chance, so we already knew the shrink ray is not going to destroy anything. It might just make the fight take a little bit longer, but that's not a big deal. Whatever that masher does, I'm not too sure. We could try one time, but then if we die, we just restart it. I don't think if you die on Nightmare Prey, I don't think you have to restart like finding her again. I think you just restart the fight. I don't think it would drain the crystal. If you die while you're trying to find her, then I think it resets the crystal, and you have to restart filling the crystal again. But I think if you die after you find her, you just run back to her, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, because I don't know if we've ever actually died in Nightmare mode to the boss. We've died to just being AFK often, which is what some people complain about. Because once in a while, the guy just pops up, says kill stuff for me or whatever. If you're AFK, stuff will just pop up and get you, which does sort of suck, but I wonder if that affects inns, though, like innkeepers and stuff. Meaning if you go to an inn to rest, even with Nightmare Prey mode on, I wonder if you'd be able to safely stay there without the mechanics spawning on top of you, or if you can die in an inn. If I were to guess, I feel like it would not matter, but who knows? Cool. All right. This thing here. All right, it's done. We could hearth back. Is there something to do here though? Not really. Like we just need the. I just need the coins, the keys, or whatever. We got 75. It's still not enough, really. Hmm. I wonder if Mythic Plus would give us a key. Or keys. I feel like it probably would. Or Mythic, at least. So if we can get a key, a Mythic key. But I feel like it'll give us the shards. The coffer key shards. I would imagine Mythic would do that. Probably quite a bit, too. So let's find a group. Let's start a group. Just faster at this point. Let's do, what's one we haven't done, really, that we need to learn? Let's try Murder Row. I don't know it very well. Oh, there's no Mythic Murder Row. Okay. Can't do that one in Mythic. How about... Can we do this one? Let's try this one in Mythic. I don't know this one too well. Let's try this one in Mythic. Caverns 0. Learning, I guess? Yeah, you can say limit to horde. Oh, interesting. Do I change my roll to DPS? Set roll to DPS. There. Cool. Alright. We'll fill probably pretty quick. So if we run this Mythic, we'll kill the last boss. That should give us our key so we can do Mythic Plus. We can start climbing Mythic Plus. We haven't done Mythic Plus this week yet, or this X-Pack yet. Can't imagine it's too hard. It's a shame that supposedly Feral's not great, but who knows? We'll see. Don't really. I think I have the DPS meter installed, but I don't really use it. I mostly had it for. I wanted to like test trinkets and stuff and see which one was pulling ahead. Or abilities, I was testing stuff to see if certain things, like snapshotting, were working. What's time walking? I forgot about time walking week. That'll be fun too. I did forget about that. Ooh. Get a reward from that. I don't know if that would be, maybe it's just champion gear. So we have this Void Strike thing. What is this? Ritual Sight, Dagger Point. This is new stuff, I guess. Let's check out this new quest thing while we're signing up for a group or making a group. This is... What's this over here? Abyss Anglers. That's something new, too. And there's a world boss. And the world boss drops 50 coffer keys for next to nothing. That's worth doing, I guess. I'm surprised to see that we don't have a mythic key, right? Because I typed in key, it didn't show up, yeah. I'm surprised to see that. I just would have assumed the vault always gives it to you to incentivize you running Mythic Plus. I'm shocked it wants you to run regular Mythic first for the week. What is this? Oh, that's the new stuff. That went away for a second, showed the skull on the map or something. Okay, we'll quickly check this out, and then Forces of the Void are striking at the temple. There's this too, whatever this is. The Abyss Anglers. Is that fishing stuff, I wonder? I like fishing stuff. Fishing stuff gets a bad rap, I think. Just for, I guess, being boring. But I think over the years, especially, it's gotten a lot better. They've sped up just the rate in which it takes to pull something in. I don't know. Seems reasonable, I think, compared to a lot of games, especially. Even when you're low level and you're leveling. That's a world quest, I think, on top of this thing. They're like talking over each other. Oh, it's rare here. Grab him. Grab this quick. Is he dead? Where is he? Is he above me? Maybe it's in a... Is there a hole? Cave or something? It's probably a cave right here or something. A cave in the underwater or something. Probably not. It's too murky. There's nothing here. Anyways, I was saying that I think fishing's not that bad compared to other games, especially. Seems pretty rewarding, even at low levels. I believe that you still have a pretty high success rate. So right from the get-go, I think... Oh, people want to come join. I think right from the get-go, you sort of get that feedback of success to incentivize you to keep fishing. Now, as far as rewards go, I think they've done a good enough job scaling rewards. Oh, where I left quick, where you don't get anything too amazing. You definitely don't get player power, because that'd be crazy to lock that behind fishing. But you get some weird unique mounts, stuff like that, some weird transmog toys, some fishing incentive stuff. That's a pretty good idea, just because it's enough to attract the psychos that are willing to do the extracurricular content, but you don't really feel like you're missing out too much if you don't do it. But at least if you do want to do it, there's enough weird, obscure shit there that there's incentive to do it besides just doing it. I wish archaeology would get the same treatment. I love archaeology, and I feel like archaeology was slept on, unfortunately. It's they can still do stuff with it. I mean, I thought Last X-Pack was a perfect opportunity to do something with it, just because Last X-Pack was all about stones and uncovering history and uncovering the past, all that stuff. So I thought maybe that would have been the opportunity to bring back archaeology. They didn't. It's never too late. I think there's a way to revive it where it's interesting. It's different, maybe, but still maintains the same feel of what it was, the discovery. And not just that, but as far as rewards go, just bring back old models. I feel like people would love that. And that would make sense, right? You're rediscovering Rock Dalar. It's super rare, but it incentivizes people to do it. And it would make sense. It was hidden from the Cataclysm, and through archaeology, you're able to discover the remnants of it and reawaken it. But whatever it is, it's a cool concept, and you can pull from all the history of the world. I feel like it's like free content there. I don't know. It feeds, it satiates the farmers that want something to. This is just regular. It's just a regular mythic. Don't have a key yet. Oh, someone wants to join. Healer, look at that. Interesting music. So we should fill in a second. We got a healer and a tank, man. We just fight this guy? Fight myself? Alright. I guess we just fight ourselves, and then... Probably done the world quest or something? So, we should fill in a second. I cannot believe... We type in need DPS. That should fill in a quarter of a second. That's crazy this is taking so long. That was an easy world quest. That's nice. Did we get... I thought we'd maybe get... We didn't get any keys for that, but this mythic should give us some keys. But we got coupons. Oh, there's DPS 276. What level are we? 261. So that's very good DPS. That's going to carry our ass. Oh, shit. I declined the invite. Fuck. That was a misclick. Ah, shit. That was a misclick. That sucks. I don't remember his name now. Shit. Bro. It's a shame they don't show you a history, because I feel like that happens once in a while, and that's a shame. That's such a shame. I feel like with all the things this game offers, a history of the people that signed up would have been amazing, because in the off chance that you misclick or someone else leaves, uh, it'd be nice to, like, let's say you invite someone. Let's say two healers sign up. You invite one, the other one doesn't get invited. A minute later, the healer can't join. This guy's way lower end level, but it is what it is. A minute later, the other guy has to dip for whatever reason. It'd be nice to go through the list, say, hey, someone just dipped. Do you want to join? I feel like it would save a lot of groups that fall apart. Like a history of people that signed up. But I don't know what the infrastructure would require for something like that, but it seems like not a bad idea. Alright. We're here. We need 1 DPS. Is it set to Mythic? Did I set it to Mythic? Yeah. Whew. I don't know this dungeon very well. I sort of know it a little bit, so I'm grateful to be able to run in... Oh, there's our DPS right there. 265. Boom. I feel so bad about the Demon Hunter. He was super geared, too. He was crazy geared. Like, that's insane. 270 is absolutely insane. He would have could have sold this whole thing. But I misclicked. Makes me sad. It's a full Blood Elf group. That is the funniest thing. Except for me. Full Blood Elf. Well, these people seem nice. I have such anxiety running Mythic or Mythic Plus. I've had so many negative experiences. You're real geared for 0. Okay, come on. It's all solo stuff. I mean, it's amazing how much I guess I got solo, because I guess I am somewhat geared. I guess it's significant amount of stuff. How do they know my gear level like that? Just inspecting me, I guess. Gearing and ults, very nice. So this should be a competent run. Savages, let's go. I think this is the one where you can free the prisoners. This is the one I'm thinking of then. There's another one. This group seems chill as fuck. Oh, good. I'm thrilled. Oh, there's a food for us. Sick. Yeah, I was just saying, I get like anxiety when running these groups. I always have negative experiences. Quite often. In even low-level dungeons. It's the craziest thing. People are so gung-ho to just run, run, run. It's such a burden to run these dungeons. Like, why are we doing it? Isn't it supposed to be fun? It's the strangest thing to me. What are we doing? But this group seems cool. I don't notice it as much in Classic. I don't know why. People that play retail seem to be so burdened by playing the game. Everything has to be done so fast so they can just go do the next thing. They don't want to enjoy anything. It's just running from the next to the next because it's like chores. It's not like things they enjoy. It's weird. Meanwhile, in Classic, like, yeah, let's run Blackrock Depths for the 3,000th time, so maybe we can get a chest armor that will be useful for maybe 1 raid tier. Are we all here? Are we waiting on someone? I'll summon them, but I think we're here. Am I crazy? Bitterbark. Where the hell are you? Oh, Jesus. Let's summon him. I thought we were all here. I didn't know why we were waiting. I'm an idiot, man. We got 4 blood elves standing around. They all look alike. I didn't realize there was one missing. This dude. Someone help me summon? Is someone coming out? Is dude coming? Is he gonna get here first, or someone gonna come out to help me summon first? He is moving, right? Is he just standing there? If he leaves, I can just invite a DPS to tank it myself, but... I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know why they're not coming out either. That's sort of strange. The guy's not moving. Is he? Did he AFK on us? That's so bizarre. Give me 1 second while we wait to figure out what's going on. 30 seconds. Is the guy coming? What's going on, man? He's not in here, right? Via, right? Yeah. The dude's in the zone. That's why I thought he would be here by now. Bro. Oh, I forgot about the dogs. Jesus, I forgot the dude said he's taking his dogs out. My God, there were so many people coming and going. I forgot about that. Shit. Okay. Well, at least the group is cool about it. My God, I totally forgot because so many people. We had 2 or 3 people leave, and all these people are AFKing. So this will be a chill group. That's good. I don't think there's much gear in here that drops for us, but it'll give us a key at the end, which will be nice. Any mounts or anything? No, unfortunately, no, not really. That looks sick though. I like that. Leatherworking. Oh, so it does drop. So Mythic drops champion gear. It's not awful. That is a cool looking back piece. I think I need to run Zolomon for some transmog. It's gonna crash my game if I do this now. Nope. Thank God. If I type in the dungeon, will it come up? So, yep, it does. There you go. Like this. This is a pretty cool helm. You got like shoulders, Zolomon set. It's like this is pretty sick. But even if you do like this is a cool set. Zolomon's got a lot of cool gear. Like the OG one, I mean. Like even if you go, let's say you do no helm, you do these shoulders. You got any chest cloaks maybe? Or no? What do you have for chest pieces? This. Wrist, hit him with one of those. Gloves. There's gotta be Zolomon. Just gotta be, bro. Would it not be? Could it be? What would be the other dungeon that would drop it? If it wouldn't be that one, that would be like Black Temple. I don't. If that wouldn't be it. There's got to be gloves and Zolomon, but anyways. Pants. Those. Belt. Just putting together a set while we wait. I'm just interested to see what... Like a sort of a troll set would be cool. We had actually a cool troll set. Which was sort of the heritage armor with a bit of a twist on it, but... Interesting. It's too clean looking. Belts are always tough. Yeah, they're sort of plain Jane looking. It's not awful, I guess. Pants. What are there for pants? Right, we got that, I guess. Boots. These we have these ones or the flared out ones. Flared out ones sort of look nicer, but the pants don't match. Gotta find better pants than that. It's probably green pants or something. Start like near the beginning because it's like Burning Crusade. What could we find? What would match? Those are weird. There, that matches. There. Just gotta find gloves. The same thing, and like that's sort of it's sort of a set. Like it sort of comes together as a set, even though it's not like officially a set. You go like that. Keep going. A little more, I feel like, or maybe more this way. Maybe. There's got to be something. God, that's Old War. This really? Or maybe we don't have it. That's why. Let's keep going this way. I lied. Forgot. This is just. What's the rainbow one? Oh, Fellwood Quest. Was our tank here? I think our tank just got here. That right there. Boom. Look at that. That's sort of a set. Don't have a weapon yet, but that's a pretty cool set. I could save this as like Zolomon or something, but let's save it. I'll have to find a better weapon for it, but yeah, not bad. Very cool. Oh, I've got that for this. That's cool. Yeah, I don't love the Druid tier this time, honestly. It's okay, I guess. Are we all here? Still in Bitterbark. Okay. Oh, these black coals. Mailbox, I guess. That's neat. From Dun Dun. Containing 4,500 unloaded abundance. Why? What is this? Certain offerings such as fused vitality are now appear amongst other purveyors. Perhaps you will encounter them. What is? I don't really understand the purpose of this Dun Dun stuff. Hmm. Oh, we got this from the other thing we just did, I guess. Right. Nice. How many shards did we get for that? Or keys? 25. So we have 100, which gives us 1 key. So we can technically now run a delve after this. But maybe I'm hoping a Mythic Plus will give us enough at least for a single delve. It'd be nice if each Mythic, or not Mythic Plus, but Mythic, at least gives us enough to run a delve. So you run a Mythic, you run a delve. You run a Mythic, you run a delve. That'd be cool. Alright, lots of trinkets here and stuff. I'll just sell with clear space. Probably wait. I know I could like give it to my alts or whatever, but I'll come across it again at some point. It's not a big deal. I'll fall into that just in case. That one seems like it's actually not awful. This is a heroic one. I don't think it's very good. I have like a few heroic trinkets. I don't think they're very good though. That's the thing. Not too sure. What is that? Oh, that's like that's transmog, I think. For yeah, it's transmog from the current raid. There, sick. Or is that the older raid? Oh no, that's the current one. Current raid. Yeah, that'd be like 5-set right there. Those gloves actually look sick. Shit. Is it the LFR set, right? LFR? Yeah, I think so. Damn, whatever this guy's taking his dogs, it's quite a trip. It's quite a walk. So at least we can sell this. Sell this. You can sell this. Will free our bag slot up at least. It's a wand, but it's for level 90. I could probably get a Nolly if I remember. Watch this guy leave at the end of all this. Okay, we'll sell that. Don't really need that. Can't use that. We'll just sell that. We'll sell that. Screw it. Champion. Adventure. Champion. Well, that gave us quite a bit of bag slots. All things considered, it's pretty sick. We have this decor to add as well. What is this? Teleport to the Intercontinental Hotel. Yes. Oh, she's back, or he's back. Thank God. Thank God. This is gonna be fun. All Blood Elf group. Let's go, boys. Is he here? Is he like pretty much here? I don't even see him anymore. It's probably in here already. Void mailbox is cool. Ooh, I realize it's almost the end of the month. That means the trading post soon. That'll be exciting. Get all the treasures in Voidstorm. So they were pretty close to that, actually. If you look at it, it's probably under exploration, I would guess. Midnight. Right? Highest peaks. Telescopes. Highest peaks. We almost got all the highest peaks in all these. We're one away. We're missing one peak in all of them. Isn't that so funny? Would it be treasures? What's this? Angler's Abyss. What is this? This is new stuff, I guess. Interesting. These are all new achievements. I guess this is the new Angler's Abyss thing, whatever the hell that is. Treasures of the Voidstorm there. So that's there. We need 2, 3, 4. We need like 4. We're missing like 4 chests. We can get them today easy. Do I see the dude on the map? I'm missing him. Where is he? It says at the bazaar. Could do rare scanner, true. Where did he go? Where's our tank? Did he hearth? He hearthed, bro! You were literally... Ugh, come on, dude. Dude, what are you doing? Classic, man. Classic Mythic Plus or Mythic groups. What's funny is this isn't even that long waiting if this was vanilla and they were making their way here, but... he's just not communicating. That's the problem. Just explain what's going on and I'm happy to wait. He said the dog thing, which is fine, but then he came back. Then now he's going to Eversong. He was only like a few minutes away or something. But then he hearthed. Or we summoned him. Let's see if he takes it. Oh, he took it. Thank God. Let's begin. Let us begin. Okay, please we'll plug this in again. When things get too out of hand and insane and intense. Camping intense. At some point, I'll figure out, it'd be nice to, when we play games like this, split the audio feeds. So for YouTube, we have just video game sounds, but for Twitch, we can have music and stuff. But that way, it's not saved to the VOD. My friend tried to show me how to do that. I'm just too dumb to figure it out. It's a little bit complicated, so I'll have to figure it out eventually, and we'll get there. Okay, is he ready to go? He just popped in here. What's he doing now? Where are you, buddy? Why did you leave again? This is the strangest thing, man. Like, I'll tank it at this rate. Jesus, bro. Alright, let's go. And the fun finally begins. Well, thank you guys for being patient. I guess if you're a VOD viewer, you can just fast forward this. Lucky, lucky. So the other game we're looking at, Ghosts of Tsushima. It looks sort of like... I didn't want to look too deep into it. What little I saw of the trailer, it's sort of, to me, or the vibes that I got, to me feels sort of like... I guess like a beat 'em up, sort of like Batman Arkham games. It's not that simple. It seems more complex than that, but just from what I saw, which was very little, it seems I imagine that the combat will be fast-paced and not super soulsy and intricate and complex, where you're really min-maxing, paying attention. It seems a little bit more free-flowy and cool and more focused on fun animations. And maybe I'm way off. Just based that's my interpretation based on the little tidbits that I've seen so far. I remember someone telling me that I think you swap. Oh, this guy's a new Demon Hunter spec. You swap weapon styles mid-combat, I believe, which sort of sounds complex in theory, but I wonder if it's not that bad. If it sounds worse than it is, but when you're actually doing it, it's actually pretty flowy. I feel like it probably is. The game was quite popular to my knowledge, and I believe there was a Ghost of Yote, which I think is related. I don't know if it's a similar story, but I thought it was the same developers, same studio. But I'm interested. It looks cool. Reminds me of Sekiro, which I love so much. Can't wait for the anime. I love all that stuff. All that, like, would you call that? Would you call that? You wouldn't call it ancient Japan, right? Would you call that ancient Japan? I don't know. But I love it. I love the way it looks, the aesthetic of it. My friend explained it to me very well because I asked, how come they talk so different? They speak so differently. The Japanese language, the way it sounds, is spoken differently. When you watch samurai films or play these samurai games, or versus modern Japan, and he explained it. I feel like I've said this on stream a million times, but he explained it as that's sort of their way of like Shakespearean speaking, where Shakespearean is more performative than it is for the sake of communication. It's performative first, communication second, and that's sort of what that was. Where I guess, and as you see it, I think people probably did speak like that back then, as they did in England as well. Where I think the way in which you structured your sentences was performative because it showed stature, it showed education, it showed that you belonged to be in that hierarchy wherever it was. I think that was a time when always, of course, hierarchies are important for us, right? We're social creatures, but as in the time of powdered wigs or the times of emperors and warring clans or whatever you want to call it, I think it was exceptionally important because the higher you were on the totem pole, the less likely you were to probably be killed doing something you didn't want to be doing, like going to war or something along those lines. You probably had more opportunities to have a softer, comfier position where you're less likely to get shot on a battlefield. And in a time like that, especially where there's no real true bookkeeping, there's got to be a few flim-flam men, a few con artists that lied about their credentials to just move up the ladder so they could avoid who knows what. They lied about their expertise, and they talked their way to the top. They were educated, or they were able to just learn the lingo, and they tricked enough people, and they moved their way up, and no one ever questioned them. And then eventually, they just became ingrained in the higher ranking society or military or whatever. And because there was no real checks or balances back then, it was all just hand to paper. You got to wonder how many people slipped through the cracks. I mean, it probably goes on today, but you can only imagine back then where it was even easier to do so. Okay, I'm not too super familiar with these fights, so we got to sort of pay attention here. We've done this like once or twice, I feel like, but we killed a bird first, I think, right? They both died at the same time, I'm not sure. We gotta put 5 points in this guy. Oh, I messed up. I didn't put a 5-point rip on him. Okay, so these are traps. So someone stands in the trap, I feel like. Okay, the guy stood in the trap. Now he's gonna shoot something at us or something, right? We're gonna have to hide behind the trap. Hide behind the trap. Oh, he didn't mean to stand in it. Okay, okay. We're gonna avoid that. Okay. Should we just... Just avoid this. With carry and swoop. So we all do we all hide the traps? We all hide the traps, or just the person he swoops after? Maybe. Maybe the person he swoops after hides in the trap. Okay, I understand. So I wanted to do regular mythic. Anyways, cool fight. One sec, Sota. One sec. Oh, let's get out of that for a sec. Get out of that. It's I think we screwed up the fight a little bit. Okay, it's on me. Okay, let's just. I'm slowed. I'm so slowed. Terrible at this game. But I'm learning the fights. Whoa. Okay, well, what a waste of Tiger's Fury that was, and it took me all the way up there, bro. All right, well, we got this, anyways. But if that fight still is not 100% clear, but we'll have to figure it out. Hi, Soda. Interesting. That was an interesting fight. I can only imagine how terrible my DPS was on that fight. I was just trying to pay attention to learn what the hell we were doing mechanic-wise. Very interesting. This is a cool mount this guy's got. There's a few mounts we still haven't gotten this X pack, which I'm excited for. Oh. I thought we pulled a big guy as well. Guess not. Alright. No, we did pull a big guy. Okay, there you go. Do we pop our puzzle box? I guess. Why not? All the coolies. Sort of hard to respond through chat right now. I don't know if you guys can't hear me, but it's nice to see you. Okay, so this is just a regular pull now, I guess. Is there a boss in this room? No. There's two bosses coming up. Okay, gotcha. So, does it matter what side we pull? I'm sort of trying to figure out how to do this as a tank. This guy right here is a mini-boss then, I guess. Doesn't look like. Yeah, small pulls. I feel like we can AoE. That's what I heard about druids. That's it. So it's not that druids are absolutely terrible in Mythic Plus. It's that druids only really excel when you're doing very large pulls. If you do really large AoE pulls, feral druids. Oh, sacrifice. That's exciting. Do I attack something or attack Death's Grip? I see. Okay, gotcha. No one else is attacking it, so I gotta attack it. Maybe I'm the only one that's supposed to attack it. If you don't do really big AoE pulls, feral druids fall behind. But if you do really big AoE pulls, then all of a sudden they really shine. But you just need to run with tanks that are willing to do decent sized pulls, because then you can really mow shit down with big AoE pulls. But I don't love that. I mean, it doesn't sound like really super fun to me. So I'm entertaining the idea of other classes. Might be interested. We'll still play our feral, of course. I'll still play my lock. Both of which I'm not super enjoying this X pack, but that might change. And if it doesn't, we try something else. Not a big deal. It's fun to try something else. Then we always have the comfort picks in the back pocket. And I'll still get them geared and still play them through the patches, but I might also explore something else, maybe. And that'll maybe just excite me to want to try to revisit some of these dungeons and stuff. If something feels like a little bit smoother. And that sort of might be Monk, because Monk right now is playing with the speed of Legion Demon Hunter, which was so much fun. I really, really love Legion Demon Hunter. It was so fast, so snappy. And I feel like this X-Pack changed Demon Hunter. I don't love the way it plays anymore. But Monk feels snappy. So maybe Monk fulfills that void for us. only imagine what that hit for. Like, that seemed like crazy numbers right there. Maybe they're just absorbing though, maybe not. Oh, gotta get out of that. Oh, gotta get out of that. Reanimation. Dead. Okay. Thanks a little bit. Taking his time, I'll say. I think he's pulling at a reasonable pace, I guess. Excited to try the Diablo patch. And there's so much has happened to Diablo. I haven't touched it in a few patches. It feels like 1 or 2 patches at least. I was really into it last time. I was trying to get to level 300. I never did. I still haven't hit cap, which is level 300, which isn't hard. It's just a grind fest. It's not like... It's actually not difficult at all. It just actually is just grinding. It's just such large numbers. They just got to keep running the same stuff over and over again. And at that point, getting to 300... I feel like is easier than getting to 60 as far as difficulty. It's just grindy. Once you hit 60 and once you're geared and you're starting the Paragon grind to get to 300, when you're like 150 or 200, you are pumping like it's crazy. It's insane how easily things are dying. What you're able to solo, it's nuts. But then it's just a lot of that. You just have to do that over and over again. I'll see you soon. It's a lot of that. You got to do a lot of grinding for a long time to get to 300. You're invincible. It feels like. At least it feels like that when I've played my druid, my rogue. I've never really struggled, but it's just such a time sink. That's all it really is. I want to do it just to do it, get the achievement for it one time, but. And hardcore is something I've not done. Maybe we can try one time on stream. It'd be fun. Try like a hardcore challenge Diablo. I wouldn't do it for fun. Without stream. I would do it for entertainment on stream because it's like cool if we can get it. Then I get the achievement. That's exciting. But I wouldn't want to invest the time myself just to die. If we're doing it for stream, it's exciting because then we make something out of it. But if I'm not streaming it, then I just don't care to do hardcore. But that's why I love streaming so much. Content feels like a dirty word. I don't know why people like are so upset with that word now, but content is fun, and I have no interest in Diablo hardcore, but in the guise of it being content for stream, something I could maybe find clips out of, something I could maybe just experience with you guys, there's more incentive there because it just seems more fun if it's a communal experience. Normally, hardcore Diablo would be a solo experience for the most part. Maybe you play with your friends. I don't know. I don't play with my friends. But it's mostly a solo experience. So to be able to share it with, like, stream, to me, makes it more enticing to want to try. I don't know these mechanics. I see this as a boss. We'll just pump and try our best. I'm waiting for the first mechanic to really pop up. Like, there, this. Kill this thing. This thing's chasing her, so we gotta kill this thing so it doesn't reach. Obviously, there's something chasing me as well. Okay, so we run away from these things, I guess? Oh, I guess you run it into this. I guess you run it into this, I guess? You would hope that... Oh, I see. Or I don't know why it died. I thought you run it into that cannon thing she shoots out of her ass, but I guess not. It wasn't out of her ass, I'm just joking, but... Okay, well... I was hoping I'd learn more, honestly. I don't think I'm learning that much, but... Okay, we'll have to watch a guide on YouTube, so we'll just ignore the pursuit. We'll just go a long way. Can I run through the... I can run through the lasers. Doesn't seem to do anything. I didn't know if I could run through other people's lasers, but it doesn't seem to do much, so... Dead. Perfect. Next one. So far, this is pretty easy, but again, I think, like they said, we are a tad overgeared for this, but that's okay. I could use Shroud if no one else. I don't know. Don't think I looted anything. Oh. Nice. What's that? I don't know what it's called. Darkness. Shroud of Darkness or something? Or is it just Darkness? Maybe it's just Darkness. In the Grim Darkness. Interrupt. Guys, so spread. Man, I miss the... Dude, I don't think Blood Elves have the AoE interrupt anymore, right? That was so incredibly powerful. Well, I'm glad we were able to do a Mythic at least. I mean, we could try Mythic Plus after this too, but... Time Walkings too would be fun. We could try tanking some Time Walkings. Because it'll be instant queues, and you guys can see how shitty people are in Time Walkings. Maybe we'll get lucky and have good groups, but... We could try also tanking a few on my Monk as well. I'm leveling the Monk, so... The Rogue is actually not bad. Rogue's sort of fun. I always loved Rogue. What I hate about like classes like a Rogue, though... I love having my independence. I don't like having to rely on people. So I hate playing a class that's not a Rogue because... I see you want him to come up. I get it, but he's just stopping, so I was just attacking him. Druids can solo stuff. Warlocks can solo pretty much everything. Hunters can solo pretty much everything. Rogues struggle a little bit more. Maybe modern rogues don't, but I feel like they do. I always tend to gravitate towards tank-like classes just because I can solo practically anything, and then I don't have to rely on people to group with me or help me or give me a hand. Ooh, something exciting I thought about we can do after this is, I know I mentioned a few things, but something that would actually be challenging and I think fun for stream is this, there's a solo challenge that you can get achievement for. And I think we're geared enough to at least try it and see if we can try. We did the easier version, I think, off stream, which was nothing interesting to watch. Jesus Christ, our tank is locked out of the room. That's GG, boys. That's GG. Oh, what? How did he get back in? How did he run through that? What is going on? I don't know where you would normally drop these, but we did it, I guess. I guess we supposed to drop them somewhere specifically? I don't know how that works, really, but... Oh, Crush Souls. Maybe all drop together? Maybe all on top of each other? Yep. Figured we drop it near each other at least, but maybe not. Maybe it's not a good idea. I thought if you drop them near each other, then it'd be easier to AoE them down, but maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. There probably maybe is not a reason you want to do that. I'm not sure. Use a puzzle box. Shit, I fucked up my cooldowns because of the fight. Oh, what is this? I just wasted my cooldowns anyways. Well, wasted my puzzle box. Yeah, because I don't know these fights well enough, so this is a bit of a wash, this one. That's alright. This is interesting. I feel like we did this on stream one time, maybe. This fight, because this looks sort of familiar, but... I feel like you can't run through the bodies. I imagine they stun you or reset you or something. Fear you, maybe. Did you get feared? Reset back? What happened? You just get feared. Alright, then you just make it up here. You like interrupt him or something. Does he take increased damage? Stunned. Cool, we got our Tiger's Fury back. It's a shame we don't have our, I see we don't have a Berserk either. We're not... Our cooldowns are all messed up and out of sync now, unfortunately. That's my fault entirely, but... It's alright. It's an easy fight. The boss is probably dead now. I popped a lot when I shouldn't right during that intermission, which sort of set us up for failure. The whole fight from the get-go was a little bit chaotic because the tank wasn't in here at the beginning, but... There's our keystone. We can do Nexus Point, Zenith, whatever that is. I don't know. I feel like we've maybe run that one time in story mode or something. I do not know what that Mythic Plus is. I don't know the first thing about it. Nice. Sick. So there is a challenge every X-Pack, or at least recently, where you do a solo delve and you fight a very difficult enemy. A solo challenge. And there's two difficulties where it's question mark and then question mark, question mark. And question mark is the one everybody wants to beat because it's you get an achievement for it or something. I beat question mark. It was anybody could beat it. It was easy peasy. The question mark one, which is the harder difficulty, I have not even attempted. I think it'd be fun to try on stream maybe today. We could maybe try it. Oh, thank you so much. Uh, I think it'd be fun to try on stream. We have a 4 set now. We have decent gear. Why not give it an attempt? Okay. Gotta leave now. I think it's in we also have these new invasion stuff we haven't checked out yet. There's so much. It's what a good problem to have in this game is like it's overwhelming. And I've noticed that the past since maybe Dragonflight, I've been a little bit overwhelmed because there's just I don't have as much time as I used to play. And there's other games as well, and there's stream, and we play other games on stream, and I miss stuff every week, and it's fear of missing out sort of sucks. But at the same time, it's like I'd rather have that problem. I'd rather miss out on stuff and fall behind than run out of content. So I'm happy with that. It's fine. I'll survive. We've killed both these guys before, I know. What is this thing now? This is another one of those. This is moved now. This guy, I'll do. You want to join me for the world boss, buddy? I gotta make a group though. It's a rare there. Should we get there? Do we need that rare? Do we have that rare? Have we gotten that rare before? Oh, he sent me an invite? Sure, I'll write a note to this guy. One sec. Alright, this guy wants to invite me. I mean, I don't think we run that often. I'll add him as a friend, say like Mythic Plus friend or something. Accept. Can view his howling. What's his name? Is it Atlas? What's his name? This guy. Okay, we'll do set node Mythic Plus friend. Oh, very good. Perfect. All right, sorry about that. So I don't think we've fought this guy before. This might be one of the rares we're missing. All right, then we'll do the world boss really quick, see if we can get anything off that, and then we'll maybe try that difficult challenge or something. I don't know if we'll get it. I don't know if we even have the DPS for it. It might be easier to do on a different class, especially since Bears got nerfed. We'll see. We'll just try. Like, I don't even know. If we have a chance, we can keep pushing. If it seems like there's no chance in hell, then maybe not. I just thought let's step in it and just see what happens. Poisonous lick. Yuck. Yuck. Alright. I'm just doing that for the Chibi Weebies. What do it look like? It's gonna crash my game, I'm afraid. Just black leggings, pretty much. Cool. Alright, let's do this. See if we can join a group right here. Boom. Group. They fighting them already? They're already fighting them. Perfect. Hopefully we credit. Something that's been bugged for a long time. So you fight world bosses. You kill the boss, you don't get credit for the world quest. You have to fly away until the zone changes, and then you fly back, and then you get credit. It's a strange thing. It's very strange. I've noticed it since at least Dragonflight, and it's going on. It's happened all through the War Within. It's happening still. Let's see if it's changed from this patch. Let's see if we get credit right now when this thing dies, or if we have to fly away and back. It's just so strange bugs like that, like weird things you don't really think about. It worked. They fixed it, see? Impressive. Good stuff. Hopefully it stays fixed. That's amazing. Is this... Do we not have this treasure either? Maybe this is not a... This is probably just a... run-of-the-mill treasure like all of them. Okay. There's achievements for collecting all the treasures, all the... Oh, there's 2 separate things here. What is this? Interesting. I hope I muted in time. I think I did. Okay. This one's different. Let's go to this one. And then we'll make our way to that challenge, which is, I think, is in Voidstorm. I think? Is it in Voidstorm? Maybe not. I can't remember where it is. Is it in... Maybe it's in, Haradar. Oh, it's not in Haradar. Is it a Zilliman thing? Am I crazy? Where the hell is it? Just discombobulates you when you sneeze. Okay. We'll see what this is really quick, and then we'll try to find that challenge. Wherever it is. I can't remember where it is. So we need to destroy these ritual sites. This isn't a world quest, right? Is this a world quest too? This is a world quest right now. The ritual sites. That's not what I'm interested in. I want to see what this thing is. Impending void incursion. Oh, it's not happening yet. It's starting soon? Does doing the world quest, I wonder, does that... I wonder if this... Maybe this world quest has nothing to do with it. Maybe doing these throughout the zone as they pop up fills this bar, and this is the big finale. I wonder if that's what it is. This pops up here, you do it, it knocks it down to 68 right now. Why did that go up? Is that because we're doing something here, I wonder? I wonder if this gets popped out, if this will jump it up to like 80 something, and then one more will pop up, then it'll pop it up to 100. That's a pretty cool looking druid form, honestly. Ugh. Goodness. Not stop, man. I don't want to take an allergy pill either. Just gotta tough it out. My system can't handle it. It's gotta suffer. Alright. We got the field pouch, but there's still more to do here, it looks like. That's 69. Nice. Okay, so we got the field pouch. Very nice, but what do we do with this? That's gone now. I see it's gone. Now it's here. Available timed content while we're down. This is at 69%. Let's go pick up the world quest. Whatever that is. The world content available. I know we got slow flying, which is a little bit not super exciting, but I prefer it, honestly. Okay, so this is still at 69, so we'll see. This has got to be related to this. There's no way it's 1, 1, 1. Like every time one of these pop up, it's 1%. It takes that long to fill to 100. That'd be insane. I do see it's collective though. So if I click a box, another dude clicks a box, it all goes towards the same pool to fill the bar, which is nice. What's this thing glowing? Is it another box? Is this the quest objectives? Just normally these bars move faster than this, and this is new content. I feel like I would have assumed there would have been more people here. That's all. That's why it seems so strange, things moving so slow, but... Okay, let's take a look. So there's... It's only the... It looks like it's only these things. These boxes, which you click and then you get ambushed, but... That's nuts. Is this thing still at 69? It's at 70%. It's just slowly ticking away. There, it jumped to 25 all of a sudden. 27, 28. Yeah, did killing those guys do anything, I wonder? There's something bigger that we can be attacking to help more. Only at 30 though. Is this one 71? So they're fighting enemies. Oh, they're popping up again, the things. Okay. Right here. I clicked it already. Okay. This event is a lot slower paced than I expected. Not a complaint. It's fine. It's just, I normally there. Oh, what is this? Our search presses on, yet we remain as divided as ever. If we don't unite, then we truly deserve to be abandoned by her. I wonder who her is. Maybe Zalatath. Of our surviving speakers, two refuse my missives. Lazar rallies survivors in the ruins of Deathloam, while Gerlock amasses a host at the Broken Throne. The others have yet to declare for them, which buys us time to continue our search. Take the Twilight Missive to Silvermoon. So that might lead to something fun. I wonder who that's... Maybe they're probably talking about Zalatath as far as like pissing her off or whatever. But I wonder... What do the Twilight guys want with Zalatath, though? I guess they worship the Shadow or something, and she communicates to the Shadow, or she is Shadow. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, this is insane how long this is taking. I feel like besides the clicking, there's a bigger enemy or something we could do to fill it faster. Because there's a lot of people here, it seems like. I'm not seeing many objectives on the map. So that's why it just seems like strange that we're on top of it more than it's respawning for us. There's one right here. I already got it. Like, these guys are okay fighting. They don't need help, so we should like keep clicking them as other people fight to keep speeding it up. And it's just a small area. I figured it'd always be one up. I didn't think you have to fly around like it was vanilla. Not that you fly in vanilla, but you know what I mean. What was this with the cat just popped up? Just for a second. Oh, there's one right there. It's back again. Got it. See, we all spawned to the same one just to two-shot it, but then if other ones are spawning, but they're not, I guess. So that's why we all spawned to the same ones. 67. What's this one at? 74. Alright, let's attack these guys, I guess. This is only stage 1 as well. This gets you a field pouch. We had a quest for this too. We just have to hand it in now, I guess. Get Ranger's cash for it. So after we finish this, we'll hand this in. We'll go look for that enemy. We'll see what zone he's in. Let's see. Let's see what zone he's in. Called Let Me Solo Him, I think, right? Yeah, right there. So I think it's the void area. Do you have any assistance from other players? I think... Okay, sorry, I was just looking at something. Void Storm. So, Torment's Rise. Right here. This is it right here. We gotta do this. That's it. That's where the challenge is. So we'll go right there after and try the challenge. We'll go in. We'll finish this. Go to Silvermoon. Hand in the quest. Go try the challenge. See if we can do it on this character. Okay. Now we have to do the captains, and this is all before this thing pops off. But this thing's not really moving that much, so I guess it's related to this. It has to be. Can't not be. These things move like 4% in just like 10 minutes. Hope the game's sound is not too loud. I don't see the captain here. Do we fight these guys, or is the captain just already somewhere amongst this AoE? Or is the captain going to spawn? There's maybe the captain? That's captain. Okay, it's the elite. Gotcha. Okay. 1 down, 2 to go. I wonder what the reward's going to be for this. Probably champion. It looked like it was champion upgrade tokens, which aren't super helpful for us right now, but I wonder what the end reward is, if transmog or a mount, or you probably get some kind of currency that goes towards cosmetics, I would imagine. This is our second captain. Well, is she not taking any damage? Am I crazy? Immune to damage. Nearby Shadecasters warp space. Where are the Shadecasters? Is it these clothes? These boxes? Oh, I see. I guess it's these boxes? I don't know. There is a quest timed content while we're down. That's what we're doing though, I think. Grab the goods. This is such a strange event. So it's delayed or something, I see. I guess. I don't know. Because we just did grab the goods. Okay. Now it moved over there. Still at 78. So you have to just keep doing this the whole way up until this fills. That's crazy. Alright, we'll do this at a later date. This is not this to me does not seem like stream content. It's taking too long. It's so grindy. That's shut my brain off. If this takes this, if I have to just keep doing these events where I'm just mostly AFKing while everybody AoEs mobs down to fill this bar to do the same thing here, then I'll do it, but I'll do it maybe while watching something on YouTube, not while streaming. That just doesn't seem super compelling to me. It's sort of, it's like almost like non-content. Non-tent? I don't know. Well, unless I'm missing something, which I hope I am. I hope I'm missing something. Because otherwise I don't really see what... It's just something you show up to, you collect a little bit of gear, you just move on. We gotten Spine Frill before? I feel like we have, but just to be careful. I don't remember, there's only a few rares we need per zone, but whenever I see them I kill them anyway, just to be safe. In case, if that's one I needed, I don't remember. I could write it down too, but... Or like have it tracked here, which I think I even do, but I don't check it very often. Okay, should be dead. Ooh, the rares drop 50 as well. Cool, so we have 299. That's crazy. We're one fragment off. It's insane. One fragment away from having 3 delve keys, I believe. So, but I believe if we do 1 delve anyways, well, it'll give us more delve keys. So... We can do it at level 11 delve now, which would be nice. We'll try the challenge first, like I said, because I kept saying we're going to do it. Giant grab bag. That looks like a treasure we don't have. So we'll do the challenge first, see if we can do it. If we can't do it, it is what it is. We'll move on and do some delves. How are we doing here? We're at 80%. Yeah, it's taking too long. We'll do this later. And I don't know what this is. This joining the Abyss Anglers. It's probably fishing related or something, I would imagine. And there's this one here. For disrupting ritual sites. How does that differ from this stuff, though, I wonder? We'll hand in the quest to her, and she'll probably give us another quest. Which might explain this a little further. So, maybe we need to start there. Maybe that's why it's not making sense to me. I doubt it, but still, you never know. As soon as the music kicks in, it's nice. It's very nice music. Okay, so we'll hand this in quick. Torn. Oh, right, we got to give it the Missive as well. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do both, and then we'll go port to Voidstorm and see if we can do this challenge. And if we can, we'll just do Delves. I'm not too hopeful. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. It's unclear. The other port state groups are not coordinating. We need to outfit you and get back out there. Okay. Give her the note. So the Twilight Blade remains splintered. Interesting. They're fighting amongst each other. There's like a civil war going on amongst them. I will share this with Ranger General. Perhaps we can coordinate our attacks and continue to rout their forces. Rout their forces? Before you leave, can I ask a favor of you? The Regent Lord has requested share reports and information of these attacks with the Rendorai. Where's the Rendorai? I'm cautious to fully trust in those. Oh, that's the Shadow guys, I think, right? The Rendorai is the Shadow guys, I think. The Alliance, the Void Elves, I believe. Their mastery can do and has given us advantage. Riftblade has been serving as a liaison of Magister Umbric. Right, Umbric. Okay, there you go. Cool. Okay, what's your quest? Quick. Talk with our liaison. She is the troll with the guards. You may already know we are not alone in being targeted. So she wants me to talk. Oh, you have quests for us as well. That's funny because I'm a troll. Seeing your scary troll, I'm a troll. I'm here at the behest of your great Zulhara. May she lead her people to greatness. We face dire threats. Your Captain General is focused on the martial stakes. But the terrible magics unleashed recently pose... Hey, Stan, how are you today? They pose an even greater threat. Our scouts have discovered rituals that risk ruin for us all. So it's still not really clear what we need to do. It's just story stuff, which is fine, but... Alright. Ritual problems. I've laid out some lessons and some scout objectives for us as we approach the various dangers we might see in the ritual sites. So she marks the rituals on the map. You have to just disrupt the rituals. I guess that's the quest for now. So just... What was the name of that quest? Ritual problems. Yeah, we have to complete them. You just complete them, then you report back with what happened. Okay, easy peasy. We'll try the challenge now. And we'll see if we can do it. I'm not hopeful that we'll be able to do it, honestly. At least not without practice. But if we get in there and there's a chance, then we'll give it a few attempts. If it's like we are getting our ass kicked, it might be easier to try on a class that wouldn't struggle as much. I feel like a monk could probably have more mobility. I feel like monk would just excel at something like this. Nice! New phone shipped to you. That's exciting. What kind of phone did you get? I hear the Google Pixel, I think, is all the rage. There seems to be a lot of debate between iPhone and Android, and it seems like the Google Pixel people are their own... are this third party that aren't even part of the conversation that's just the happiest of the three. I don't have a Pixel. I don't know. It's just... They just always... I never hear them complaining. I hear both sides always arguing Android versus Apple, which one's superior. And then the Google Pixel people are just like, this is great. I mean, I don't know. Oh, Titan 2. Oh, wow. That's cool. That's some kind of, like, off... That's more of like an obscure brand or something? Oh, is this run on, like, Linux or something? Googling this. Neat. Cool. Runs on Android. Very, very cool. Yeah, you're real. That's actually really cool looking. I like that a lot. I like the keyboard. Holy shit, I haven't seen a phone look like that in a while. No, man, I miss physical keyboards. That's so nice. I used to be able to type so fast on those things, and they got rid of them, and it's just not the same. The physical keyboard was, in my opinion, like some peak design. The idea of the screen keyboard is neat in theory, but the 274, Jesus Christ, we're not even close, boys. This is insane. We're gonna get our ass kicked. We'll try. We're gonna get our ass kicked. That's bananas. Absolutely bananas. We'll try. We got 4 keys. We can run Mythic Plus. We can run Delves after this, which would be nice. I miss my BlackBerry, though. I had a BlackBerry Pearl or something, I think, and it was so nice to have a physical keyboard. And then I got... I think after that I had Androids for a while, but they didn't have physical keyboards. That's when it transitioned to on-screen. And the sliding, it was nice to be able to slide to type. That was cool, but it wasn't super accurate. And it feels like it's gotten worse over the years. I don't understand it, but I don't know. All right, we'll try this. We'll try this as a bear. I do not think we're going to be able to do this today. We are not only are we're more than 10 item levels below this. We're really, really below this. This is going to be incredibly unlikely if we can do this. I'll be surprised. We'll try, though. Like, we never even attempted this, so that's why I said let's give it an attempt and see what happens, and in worst case, we'll just come back. I feel like we have to interrupt that, I imagine, if I were to guess. The ad phase is going to be sketchy. I'm not sure what we're going to do there, but... Okay, we interrupt that, but again, the ads is where it's not... This is where I'm not going to... It's not going to make sense to me. Because that's where we're going to have to probably nuke him before he comes out of his transition. But my DPS is just not there. Because I'm a bear. He's not killing us, which is not the problem, but are there more phases? Are there enrages? That hurt a lot. That one attack hurt so much. Like, what was that? Is he enraged right now? He looks enraged, but I don't see an enrage mechanic on him. That's what's strange. So that just hurts every time, I guess. Can you run away from that, I wonder? Or how do you mitigate that, I wonder? He's going to do it again soon. Can I try to... I wonder if I can sprint away from it, maybe. Not Devouring Essence, not that one. Do I just have to mitigate that with Floating Strike? Get away? So we avoided it that time. So you can run away from it, I guess. No, he does it again. He does it again. He hit us with it anyway. So I think you just have to mitigate it. I think you just have to mitigate it. I don't think there's a way around... Oh, we didn't interrupt that. Did we? I don't know if we did. Might have missed it. It's going to Imploding Strike us again, right? I think. Yep, there it is. Get ready. Mitigation. Let's see, we popped... that time we popped Iron Bark or whatever. It didn't hurt as much. Like, if he doesn't have an enrage timer, we can do this. If he has an enrage timer, we're screwed. This is going to be a really long fight. At some point, we're going to have to fight him with ads as well, which is going to be tough. I'm waiting for the ad phase to happen. If this is the whole fight, we got this. It's just we're going to be here for like a decade. I don't have rage for that. It's going to hurt. Yeah. Didn't have rage for that. I'm trying to save for the ad phase, but I don't know when it's coming. Floating Strike, Bark Skin, Iron Bark. Nice. Didn't take any damage that time. I think we mitigated the whole thing that time. We've been doing this for 3 minutes so far. Interrupt that. The second I pump my cooldowns, those ads are coming out. Is that 50%, I wonder? Should we pop coolies now? Take a chance? Say screw it? Oh, there's the ad phase. I just popped my cooldowns. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I'll take it. Sort of wasted it a little bit, but it's alright. I didn't waste all the ads, just my trinkets. That's fine. So we gotta fight these guys. You guys are jumping over there. Why? What's this? Just separates the room or something? Can we just ignore him while we do this then? Or just fight these guys? Just ignore him? Yay. So the room just fills up with this stuff. Poison. So we're doing okay so far. Illyria is not super helpful. Don't really need her though, thankfully. This mechanic's not too bad. If there's no enrage mechanic, we got this in the bag, I think. First shot. Even, I think, with him attacking us, we can just attack the ads. I'm going to have to be mindful of this attack right here, because that's where it's going to hurt. But as long as I kill the ads fast enough, and it's just these 3 mechanics the whole way through, we shouldn't get overwhelmed by ads, I think. I think we should be okay. I can't interrupt that. Oh, that was sketchy. I didn't... Yeah, okay. There. Are the ads going to come out again, though, soon is a question, I wonder, like... Mm-hmm. Ouch. Interrupt that. He's sort of standing in it, which is the problem, right? Okay. Devouring Essence, okay. I didn't have to pop my cooldowns by accident, that's alright. Pop these, pop Invoke. We're back to phase 1 now, it looks like. Unless there's a third phase I don't know about, but... This is the whole thing. It's going to take a long time, but, I mean, if you guys are okay sitting through it, we could probably try to do this, like, 15 item levels below when we're supposed to. Unless it's one-shot mechanics us all of a sudden. It's crazy, because he looks like he's enraged, but I don't see any debuff on him to be able to dispel it. Interrupt. Devouring Essence. He's gonna do his next big attack soon, right? Or interrupt maybe soon. Maybe interrupt time soon. Imploding Strike, okay. Pop Iron Bark. Bark Skin, perfect. Interrupt. Okay, shooting it through here now. Ads should probably pop up soon. Maybe. Devouring Essence, we're good. I dodged that. We're lucky. He's gonna do his impending strike. Pop Iron Bark. Okay, it's in the middle. Interrupt that. God, this is not that bad, actually. If this is the whole fight, it's going to take a long time, like I said, but... And I'm being very, very conservative here with my cooldowns. But I'd rather be super conservative with cooldowns than not have them when I need them. So it's taking longer, the fight, but if there's no enrage cooldown, then I'd rather save them for a no-shit moment, and then just slowly War of Attrition his ass. So I did cut off the room to myself, which is going to be a problem, so I have to run through that if the ads spawn at this point. I've got to be mindful of that, but it's okay. That hurt a little bit, but we're alright. I don't have any tanking trinkets we're using either, which is sort of dumb, but... Am I just an unused trinket? I don't think it is, just the one is, I think. Imploding Strike. Dodge that, I think. Devouring Essence. Ads gotta be coming up soon, right? Am I nuts? That was very convenient. Now, I hope if the ads come up, it's perfect positioning if the ads come up. Okay. Devouring Essence. Oh, get out of that. That's not good. Floating Strike. There's the ads. There we go. I was waiting for it. Perfect. Cooldowns. 3 ads, so it's different with this time. 4 ads or something. Okay. These guys will be easier. I didn't even really waste cooldowns on these little guys. It would have been easier, actually, but... This is nothing. This is nothing with nothing. I'll save the rest of my cooldowns, I guess, then to fight him properly. May as well. Maybe not. These guys have a lot of health, actually, but it's okay. When I fight them on him, I wonder, because they do give me a lot of rage, which is nice. Is he immune? Is he immune? Maybe he's immune. guess he's immune, maybe? During this... Whoa, 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 whoa. That hurt. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. That's why. Okay, now we'll pop cooldowns. He's safe. That's what I was sort of waiting for. The imploding strike. This is where it gets sketchy. Now this is where it's going to get sketchy. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Interrupt. Just AoE them down. Pop one of these. Pop one of these on him. They'll be standing in it. Something's pulling us now, which is interesting. It's a new mechanic, I guess. Floating strike. Emptiness void. Devouring essence. Okay, that's not what we pop our mitigation for. Now that's what we need our mitigation for. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Okay. We need more rage. I want to pull more rage for this. Okay. So far, so good. I see the thing around the room that sucks us. I see it. It's over there. Imploding strike. Let's keep some distance for a sec. You won't be able to hit us. Give us a second to breathe, maybe. Pop a heal on us before. He's going to pop the imploding strike again. Keep distance again for a sec. Got it off. Didn't even hit us. So we could avoid it, maybe. Maybe we could sidestep it. I didn't even think about that. Maybe it's something we could sidestep. I was just taking it to the face, but... He went off that time, but he avoided us, so that was nice. I didn't think that was a thing, so... Ending strike. Can we... Oh, we're standing in the thing. That's a problem. Oof. That was bad timing. We're okay. We're doing all right. Interrupt. Fucking up my cooldowns a little bit here, but I just sort of wanted to try to push him a little bit into DPS if we got this phase. I wanted to build a little bit of rage as well. Because I don't know if the ads are on a timer or what it is, but it takes a while for the ads to come out, so I feel like we have more time to play around a little bit and push a little bit harder. We'll see. I don't want to fuck myself here, but... We dodged that. We got lucky from that imploding strike. Oh my god. Good lord. Interrupt that. Okay, you gotta mitigate this, like, now. Got lucky there. I sort of want to save my cooldowns for the ad phase in case it happens again, and it's like both, maybe. I have a feeling it might be both, where it's the two guys and the whole large group of them. He hit me with the imploding strike that time, unfortunately. Oh, am I out of range? What? What did I use my interrupt on? What? What ate my interrupt? Oh my god. Well, that would have been it. We would have had it in the bag. I don't know what something ate my interrupt, because I was supposed to interrupt that. I'll have to watch back on the VOD. Well, we can clearly do it. I don't know if I want to do that right now. You can see that mechanically we can do it. I don't know why my interrupt... I went to interrupt that attack, and it was down... We used it on something else, or I must have misclicked or something. But, Jesus Christ, we can do that. I don't want to do that, though, because that's like 15 plus minutes of fighting when we could just get better gear and just DPS race it. They don't want to give bears DPS. That's just painful. Fuck, should we do it? Should we do it? That's so long. That was so long. Ah, we could pop cooldowns more often, I guess. Okay, you know what? How about this? This is what we'll do. I haven't upgraded any of my gear. We'll upgrade some of our gear, which will help our DPS a little bit. This, to me, is not a mechanic race. This is a DPS race. It's not hard, unless there's a mechanic I missed, which we didn't. I just must have misclicked, so I didn't have my cooldowns when I needed them. I didn't have an interrupt. It's the only reason why we died. It's a one-shot mechanic. You're supposed to interrupt. So, we'll upgrade our gear so we can just have more DPS, so we spend less time in there. Because I think I've now proven myself that mechanically we're not really struggling. We just need... I just don't want it to take that long. Let's just increase our numbers so every attack does more. If we had the DPS that we had at the beginning of the patch before they nerfed us, I think 4 times. I think bears have been nerfed 4 times. This fight probably would have taken a quarter as long. It's just that took so long. Oh my god. That's not as hard as I thought, though. I thought it would be way harder, honestly. We'll do it at the end. We'll come back at the end of stream. We'll upgrade a few things just to increase, like, every swipe we do. Instead of it doing like 100, it might do like 120. And if it does 120, 5 swipes add to an extra 100. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that little bit of math. It just speeds it up. That's all it is. His attacks, it got like a bit close a few times, but again, nothing that like a few cooldowns would never fixed. So I don't think it's too bad. And we're way below the recommended item level. Way, way, way below, which is exciting. So that's definitely doable. So just to prove that we can do it, we'll try to do it today. I just want to let's upgrade a few things. Why not? I'm also like I wasn't talking at all the whole time. I feel like I was so locked in. I feel like it's not just silently watching me play is like ridiculous. Let's upgrade. We only have so we can upgrade one. We only have 200 of these so far. Damn, dude, we can upgrade this 6 out of 6. It's only 20 to upgrade 6 out of 6. Let's upgrade this 6 out of 6 for now. Weapon 6 out of 6 heroic already. So that's huge right there. That's a big upgrade right there. That's another 6 out of 6 right there. That's more agility right there. Oh, it's not 6 out of 6. I thought it was 6 out of 6. Okay, there you go. Now 6 out of 6. Boom. Max upgrade. This one, max upgrade. So now all of our 3-tier pieces, our 4-tier pieces are all fully upgraded. That will help tremendously. That's huge. It's a huge, huge, huge boost to our overall damage. Okay. May as well, I guess, upgrade these. May as well max them out. I'm not going to use them for anything else. May as well take as much gear as we can, I guess. Oh, these are heroics? Heroic upgrades? I don't want to waste heroic upgrades on that. That's also heroic upgrades. We'll not waste heroic upgrades on that. That champion will max that out. And this is champion will max that out as well. That's also champion. We can max that out. May as well. Wow, we're 267. We just went up a lot in item level. Hopefully that'll help with our DPS just for that fight to help push it a little bit harder. A little bit further. Okay. God, we could go back if you want. Just that upgrade right there made a difference to our DPS alone. If we get enchants and stuff too, it'll make a difference. We don't need it. As you can see, we didn't need it, but jumping up and just item level helps. It's sort of like playing Elden Ring naked. It's like it's possible. You could get good enough, but it would take a while to do it. To fight the same bosses. If you just get more levels or gear, it's still challenging. It's just not you're just not spending like 3 hours on a boss fight. That's why like I say like I'd rather in this case, to me, it felt like it was more inflated health pools than anything. I didn't feel like the mechanics were too hard. It felt like there were only really like 3 mechanics. The really big hit, which you mitigate. There's a few more than 3 mechanics, but like most of them, you sort of don't really. I'm not really. They're on autopilot. The beam on the floor are sort of autopilot. The thing you interrupt, I pay attention to. The thing I mitigate, the big slam, I mitigate. I pay attention to. The ads you're waiting for it came up like twice, once every what felt like 5 minutes almost or 3 minutes. It felt like the main fence that you're trying to climb for this challenge is the boss's health pool. And I almost would prefer a smaller health pool and more mechanics. You're dodging more, you're sidestepping more, maybe you have to like step in like the right colors or something, like maybe like there's like 3 options. I don't know, who knows what, but I don't know. I like the mechanics. I find the mechanics more engaging than like just because like right now, like we can try to do it right now just because I'm curious now because we just upgraded this stuff. We'll spend like 15 minutes fighting him again. Maybe less now because we upgraded stuff, but it's just long. It's just long and arduous. And I don't think that's meant to be the challenge. I think the challenge is meant to be like mechanics, but it's just so overinflated the health pools. Or padded, rather. There was another game that did that too. It was Gears of War, I think. Gears of War on the harder difficulties. I think it was Gears of War. It wasn't... The AI wasn't that much smarter. They were okay. It was mostly, though, just super padded health. Like, super padded health. Where you're like, Jesus, I'm running out of bullets on almost every fight just because even with headshots, they just have so much health. And it's like, yeah, I don't know if that... I would have just preferred, like, more aggressive enemies over padded health pools to that degree. A little bit of padding's okay, but... I think just, like, smarter AI is, like, more fun, generally. Realign the conduits and restore the energy. All right, we'll do this quick, this delve, and then we'll go try that challenge again. And we'll spend like 15 minutes just quietly clicking away. So let's just test out our new gear in here, see how fast we get AoE stuff. This is the highest level difficulty, so you should be able to get a feel for it at least. Or if we can switch up our talents as well. If there's a talent we could switch up, that'd be helpful. After I can... Just looking at what we have right now. We have Galactic Guardian, which I like. Brambles, maybe Brambles would be helpful. We'll have to see. We'll have to take a look. Okay. Oh, that's lucky. I haven't... This... When you run higher level delves... Each delve supposedly has, doesn't supposedly, it says they have a flag hidden somewhere in the delve, and if you click it, you get an extra treasure. The flag could be hidden anywhere. Many times, I try to find it, I don't usually find it, I don't look that hard. But sometimes, if you're lucky, right when you start, you go right through the entrance, and right there is the flag spawned right there. So it's sort of like a free treasure right there. When you complete the delve, you get a treasure chest at the end. And the different challenges that you do while you're in here are different treasure chests. If you don't die, you get the best treasure. If you find the flag, it's a different treasure. If you kill all the rare spawns in here, it's a different treasure. And if you do all of them, you end up finishing with like 5 or 6 different treasure chests. So this is just a bonus one, but it's nice that you don't have to look for it, really. It's right there. I really like delves. I don't know how people feel about delves overall from the expansion, but I really, really like delves. I think they're fun. They're solo dungeons. They feel like dungeons. I can go at my own pace. They're challenging. I'm a fan. As a mostly solo player, it's nice to join a dungeon and have that lady say, wow, you're pretty geared. Why are you here? Because I'm able to put it in the same time other people are able to put in without having to coordinate with their schedule. And for my time, I'm still rewarded with player power, which feels nice. Because I'm doing challenging content, just not challenging group content. And I'm okay with gatekeeping better gear behind challenging content. It just sucks when it's only related to group content because so many conflicting schedules, time zones, stuff like that. And I understand it's an MMORPG. I get that. The part's not lost on me. I think the new way of looking about MMORPGs, though, is maybe... I think having a balance or a hybrid system, I think before, when they first came out, like EverQuest, OG WoW, I think having most of the emphasis of the content being or requiring a group. If most of the emphasis of the content is group focused, that made sense back in the day, I think, maybe. For whatever reason, I just did. I think times have changed now, where a hybrid MMORPG exists where there's solo avenues to do stuff, but many of the hubs in which you get your quests, in which you operate, are areas in which many players congregate. Whether it's to just repair stuff, pick up stuff, communicate, trade stuff. So you still get the massive multiplayer role-playing experience, but you don't need to solely group to get gear. I think like that's the best balance, and I think Blizzard has done a pretty good job at that. I imagine other MMOs have done that as well now, but I just think that the idea that if it's not, if acquiring gear is not solely tied to grouping, then it's not a successful MMO. I think you can have you can have a strong solo content base and still have group content at the same time, simultaneously, side by side, but still maintain that social structure by having other things like community events or having world events where you can play solo, but when you show up, there are other players in the world. I think Diablo's done a beautiful job of that. I don't know what Path of Exile looks like, but when I play Diablo, I play solo, but in spite of playing solo, many times I show up at world events, which is most of the game, and there's other players there. And you're often playing with other people, you're saying hi to each other. It feels alive, it feels populated, but at the same time I can just play, pick it up, put it down whenever I want. It feels perfect. I think MMOs have evolved, at least the two that I play, to a perfect balance of feeling populated while maintaining pace that I can choose and still stay up to date with the other players. My one friend has always done this. Well, Kelth, if you guys know Kelth. Kelth he works crazy hours, more hours than most of my friends, I would say. Not that it's a competition, but it's just the hours that he works. I don't know many people that put in hours like that. And when he plays this game, he plays quite competitively, but he grinds his ass off to try to stay afloat with, I guess, his guild because they're raiding weekly. He can't raid weekly, so when he does play, he tries to like get as much done as efficiently as possible, and he's always able to not only like stay with them, he's actually ahead of the curve. But when he tells me the hours he puts in, it is like a grind. Like he's putting in like streamer hours, I would say, sometimes. Not regularly, but when he does, in order to maintain that. And he likes it, which is fine, but I'm grateful that there are other avenues now to still obtain that kind of gear without him having to be forced to have to do that. Before, he sort of was forced to have to do that if he wanted to stay up afloat. If he wanted to be able to raid with them and maintain the same level of gear as them, he sort of had to play this game with streamer hours, like it was a job, which is like playing like 8+ hours a day when he's off, grinding Mythic Plus dungeons to get gear and upgrades and not falling behind. And if you like it, it's great, but to force you into it sort of sucked. So I'm grateful that that's not like that anymore. But it always made me laugh that he has such little time and he still would always surpass them as far as not only DPS, but gear, item level, rating. Because he was just... One, he's probably a better player. Two, he just has a better understanding of the game. He's more efficient with his time. I think there's a few factors, honestly. Doesn't dick around. Sort of very focused on, like, not wasting time in, like, raids and stuff, I would imagine, which is quite common. It's funny because people get frustrated with... People get impatient when you wipe on raid bosses. And I guess I sort of understand why, especially if you're dying to the things you've already said, like, guys, we know what we're doing here. Why are we failing to this still? But often those people that express frustration are often the same people that are, not always, but often they're very vocal during either explanations or just the raid as a whole, which often distracts people from listening, which then leads to mistakes happening. So it's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy a lot of the time, where the guy that's complaining, what's going on, guys? It's like, well, you're what's going on. People are trying to explain, but you're talking over them. And that's been my experience in raids. And then it's not negative. It's not a negative experience at all. It's just, it's funny. It's a mix. It's a clash of personalities. And I've always been fortunate enough to get along with everyone. But I've been either in the middle or just been on the sidelines of seeing people get at it after many months of it just reaching a boiling point, whether it's related to gear or just ego or who knows what. And it's happened quite often. Whenever you get a bunch of people together and there's only so many pieces of gum for the whole class, and there's more class members than there are pieces of gum, people start getting jealous real fast. That's why I never really cared about gear. It's like, it is what it is. The one time I sort of cared about gear was in Cataclysm when I was tanking. And I said, look, there's a staff that turns you into a kitty. So I mostly play cat form as a druid. And there was a weapon in Cataclysm that turned your cat form into a fire cat, where you were a cat covered in flames. And I said, look, I'm tanking for you guys. I'm leading the raid. Give me the item. If it drops, let me have it. It's a cat weapon, and I know I'm a bear for you guys in raid, but I'm a bear for you guys because you guys don't have a tank. I want to be a cat. When I'm not playing with you guys in raid, I'm a cat. So let me have the cat staff. And they gave it to me, and that was cool. And that was the one time I wouldn't say abused the power. I think it was fair. I think if your tank is like, look, I'm showing up for you guys. I'm learning the fights for you guys. It's a thankless job. It's a tankless job. I feel like if a tank or a healer is like, can I have this one item? It really means a lot to me. I feel like the least you can do is throw them a bone. Because once they get it, they got it, they're happy, they're still going to show up. I mean, that's a fear some people have, is like sometimes if you give people loot, they stop showing up. Which is fair, but I mean, you can't live like that. You got to take a chance. People like honey dick people along, being like, well, soon you'll get that piece of loot you really want. Soon we'll give it to you. And they don't give it to them because they're afraid once they give it to them, they'll leave and not show up for the raid anymore, which does happen sometimes, but a lot of people are pretty good. And I think when you give people the thing they've been after for so long and they finally get it, all they want to do is go to raid next week so they can finally raid with the item they've wanted that entire time. To me, it's almost more exciting to finally get the gear and then show up to raid with the gear that you got from the raid, because then now you get to show it off. Now you get to go crazy. And that's what the whole thing's been about, is going crazy.
Your pain, my pleasure.
That's why it sort of sucks to play like Feral now. Kitties seem sort of like subpar, I would say, by comparison to some of the other stuff.
Not quick enough.
So that's why we're leveling the monk a little bit, just because if Kitty's not great, we'll play because it's a comfort play, because I like the cat form, it's fun, I like it, it feels fun to play, but if I want to if you want that dopamine kick, that dopaminergic kick of just looking at the top of the meters and seeing your name, then we'll have something else that can do that, I guess. That would be nice once in a while, just to log on to something and just crush for no other reason other than like poor balancing. It's always fun to do that once in a while.
My loyalties are my
Sort of like our Baldur's Gate run. That's what our Baldur's Gate run was. Our last Baldur's Gate run. It was so uneven a lot of the time, but it's fun to play like that once in a while. There were very few fights where I'm like, are we going to make it? And even the fights where it's like, are we going to make it? There's still a part of me that's like, we're probably going to make it. It was a really fun playthrough because of that. Sometimes the struggle is fun, but sometimes it's fun to be overpowered. Sometimes it's fun to be so overpowered that you're like two-shotting bosses. It's got a time and a place.
stay here and recover.
And I think it was so much fun for a few reasons. I think the fact that we struggled so much in our first playthrough made it exciting to sort of see the opposite. But I think also the fact that we were evil.
The pleasure is
It gave us this like super villain kind of arc where we're just this path of destruction that just kills everything that gets in our way, essentially. Which sort of made for more exciting like narrative kind of playthrough. I see this hits there, and then does it go this way? Maybe is that how you connect it? Through this one to this one? Maybe this one connects this way, because I see we need to connect it to that crystal. I'm just trying to figure out where the connection is, but I think it actually might go this way, not the other way. Now that I see it, I think it's this way to this one, then it shoots all the way down and across. I think it went the wrong way. So if we click it, let's see if it does it. We're gonna have to fight this guy, but maybe we can click it before he gets to us. If we do it this way, then I think we can shoot. I think that's how that works. I think see, because then we rearrange it to hit this one now, right? In the middle. Oh, it hits this, not this. It hits, I see, hits this. So that works. That works, I think, right? Because then we go here, and then we turn this way, and then it should hit the crystal, I think. Right? No? Oh, it hits this one, then that hits the crystal. Jesus. Okay, so it worked how I thought it did, but not the way I thought it did. I didn't realize it was like boom, 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 but that makes sense. So there, we got a second one. Okay, perfect. Now we have to find
here and recover.
another one. One more, it looks like, and then we're done. And then we can try that 15-minute fight, which is going to take forever, but we'll do it just to prove we can do it.
Here next time.
Okay, this guy's will hopefully chase us down here or something. This is the last crystal right here. Cool, that was at the beginning. Or was this not the beginning? This is the beginning, I think. Could we have done this crystal from the beginning? Or maybe you can't do this crystal until you open the other two, and then it unlocks like a door or something for us to do this one. That would make sense. All right, let's just pull the whole room so it's clear, and then we can figure out how to set this crystal up. Because if it's not one way, it's the other. So we'll just make it clear first, and then we'll pull. That's another thing too. Like our follower, she levels up with us. So if we can level her up, then she'll help us do more DPS as well.
Shadows protect you.
And we made her into a healer. We could technically make her into a DPS. She wouldn't heal us as much though. I don't know if we would need it for that fight or if we could heal ourselves. If we could sustain ourselves, having her as DPS would probably help a lot because she would do so much damage, which we sort of lack, but we would lose the survivability, and I feel like we need the survivability more than we need the DPS. I feel like it's better if the fight takes 15-20 minutes like it did last time, but she's keeping us up. We could try one time with DPS and see, but I feel like healer is the right choice here.
Stay here and recover.
I believe I'm actually playing Baldur's Gate with my friends today after stream. That's why I can't stream too late, unfortunately, tonight, but... New game coming up soon, which is very exciting. I hope you guys will like it. It's from what I saw, like, to explain it again, I think it's sort of like Arkham Asylum meets Sekiro, sort of like Batman mechanics in a samurai world, which will be so much fun. Okay, now we have to figure out how this connects. So this shoots to this, which is down there. So if we just click it once, is it only once or twice, or can you click it multiple times? I see. So I think I see. Okay, I didn't know if there were two options or only one option. It's only two options. Either it hits or it doesn't hit. So there's no puzzle here. You just click it and that's it. For some reason, I thought there was more of a puzzle here, but it's just I see that now. You literally just click it to activate it. Okay. I thought it was trying to tell you, like, it could go multiple ways. What way do you need to connect the dots to make it hit the crystal? But I don't think it goes multiple ways. I think it either hits the floor or it hits the crystal, and that's it. So now we have to fight the last guy. Where is he now? It's that way. We'll loot this really quick. Okay. Oh. Okay. She covered something. What's this? Really excited for the Diablo season, though. I haven't tried the new patch stuff yet, though, but I'm really, really excited for it. I know the X-Pack's coming out soon. I know a lot of you guys aren't, like, super hardcore Diablo fans, but from what little I've seen, I haven't looked at the patch notes, really, I'll be honest. But from what little bit I've seen of the patch notes, it seems like they've been listening. And they've taken they've taken a lot of the features that made Path of Exile seem better. Like loot filters, which is huge. Path of Exile, to me, seems like a better overall outlook to how to operate a game. Them having loot filters, and there were a few other things that I learned Path of Exile had, which I said, man, Diablo would really benefit from that. Oh, a map overlay. Stuff like map overlay, stuff like loot filters. There was one or two other things, too, that I said, man, that's brilliant design. That seems like thinking about gameplay first. It seems like Diablo thinks about narrative first. Or looks first, or art first, which I don't have a problem with. I honestly feel like that's where Path of Exile fails in that department. I feel like Diablo looks better visually, but I feel like Path of Exile probably has better systems, play systems in place. So together, I feel like in the middle is somewhere where it's a perfect product or a better product, and I think they could learn from each other. I feel like the best situation would be for both of them to be relevant for a very long time, because then they're constantly competing with each other, and I think that's how you get the best product for the end user. Because people that play both, or people that jump from one to the other, complain, this one had this, yours doesn't, this is a good system. And I think that's how things are like better. I think that nipping at the bit of both companies, worrying about the other companies, sort of keeps them on their toes and keeps them not getting complacent. Hopefully, we'll see, I guess. I didn't think they would have... People have been asking for loot filters for a long time. Map overlays for a long time for Diablo. I never thought it was going to happen. But Path of Exile's, you know, it gets It's getting motion. It has been for a while. So maybe that made Diablo like consider, hey, maybe we're gonna lose some people if we're not giving them what they want. I don't know how PoE 2's gearing system works. And this is why, like I'm saying, I'm sort of talking out of my ass, just from the little things that I've heard about. But the the Diablo gearing system has been sort of hit and miss. There have been times where some of the seasons I thought it was pretty good. It didn't seem too bad. Other times it's so RNG heavy, it's painful. And I always wonder, did PoE do it better, the gearing? Or is it just as annoying and RNG? And is it like, because Diablo at times, I think maybe if I remember correctly, I think it was RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG, I believe on top of RNG. As crazy as that sounds. So like so you would never get a perfect item because rolling that many perfects in a row is like good luck. I think they fixed that in the last patch. But it's just crazy. It's just, what did we get? Anything good? Champion. Look at all the chests we got. We did all the extracurricular stuff. Ooh, we got look at this. Ooh, it looks like Predator. We look like Predator with this almost. Look at that. That's a cool helm. Got a Predator mask. Sick. Let's see if we get a map. No map? No map. That's okay. If we do this as well for the event, I think we only get what do we get for time walking? Yeah, piece of loot. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do the challenge. I was gonna do time walking and stuff or level the ult, but I feel like we should do the challenge just so we can do it. It's gonna take so long. I feel like if we don't do it like soon, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Today, I mean. We gotta do it before like stream ends, otherwise, and it's gonna take so long. I should get started with it already. All right. We will quickly port there, and then very, very quick bio. God, I don't even want to do this right now. I want to do other stuff, but I want to do it because I want to see if we can do it. Because I'm afraid if we get any more gear from now until next stream, I'm going to be like, we should have done it before we got more gear, because now we did it only because we have more gear now. Now it's like cheese because we got more gear. We should do it before, but we're still so low. That's sort of why I want to do it. Full ego reasons, which I never fall for. I never fall for it, but it just seems like it would be a fun challenge right now, so that's why. That's why we're doing it. Okay, one sec. Alright, friends, here goes nothing. Here we go. Won't miss an interrupt this time by misclicking it. We'll try to use our cooldowns more often this time. Speed up the fight a bit. That would have been a one-shot if I didn't misclick that interrupt. That was easily a one-shot. Easy. I'm so disappointed with that. Okay. It's here, right? Alright. She'll do this quick. She'll drop a fireplace for us. Huge. Okay, let's...
One moment.
Oh, I popped a cooldown by accident. That was dumb. That's a 3-minute cooldown too. It's a shame. Two minute. So I'm not going to probably use it during the fight. So we'll be okay. But I didn't mean to click. It was a misclick. I meant to do this instead. We're bear. Should we change any talents out? Are we okay? Twenty rage spend. Red moon is active as soon as. And heal you. Yeah, that's nice. What's this do? Awaken. To take, while active, slowly travel towards the target, dealing nature damage to nearby enemies and mirroring your thrash casts. It's more for AoE, I think. When in bear form, you deal increased arcane damage. Interesting. So that's just for more convokes. Convoke the spear's cooldown is just by 50%. Its duration and number of spells cast just by 25%. Exceptional spell ability. Is Incarnation better? I think Incarnation's not better though, because that's 3-minute cooldown, so 1-minute cooldown. That makes it even less. And then Galactic Guardian or Guardian of Loon. 20, increase your iron fur by 5. Sorry, I'm just quickly movements by 50%. Sharp Bramble protect you, absorbing or reflecting damage for each attack while Bark Skin is active. Brambles deals. Yeah, it's not great. When Maul is cast at 80 rage or above, there's a chance to activate Gore. Maul and Raise may consume up to 70% more Raise. Oh, should we be... You know, yeah, this is... I think we're good, I guess. I guess we're good. I don't know, man. What do we have anything here we can switch out? I don't really need to do this, I guess. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. Is there anything here we can switch out? What does this say? Ravage increases your auto attack speed. Ravage increases your agility 8%, and the armor granted by Iron Fur by 24 seconds. Your first mangle after exiting combat makes your Maul become Ravage. I think that's better. I think that's better because you get the armor. I think that would be helpful. Frenzy Regeneration can be cast in cat form. Bear form reduces magic damage taken by 6%. Mangle damage increases by 25%. Mangle grants feline potential when you have 6 stacks. Next time you transform into a cat. Nope. This is alright. We'll try that. We'll try with this. Yeah, Guardian talents seem a little bit wonky, a little bit out of whack as far as I'm concerned, but whatever. Alright. Blow our nose really quick. And we'll start. Alright, boys? Start a timer, see how long this takes, honestly. Alright. Quick water. Hydrate. I'll spend the next half an hour fighting this mob. Jesus Christ. Alright, eat up. Reset our buff. Good. Start a timer. Ship it on audio slave. At least our cooldown's up too now, which is nice. Where's my pet? I don't have my pet out. I only have my pet here. Where's good luck? Where is he? You guys ever seen the witch? Is he not here? Philip? Oh, it's not under his name, it's under Ball, isn't it? It's Ball? Is it Ball? It's a B. Where is he? Why don't I see him? Am I crazy? Oh, it's B hyphen, isn't it? B hyphen. No. Bro, where's my... I have my one pet that's always been my favorite pet that I can't find. It's so strange. Anyways, we'll do without him. That's so bizarre. He's always here. I can't find him now. It's like he went missing. for range. Anyways, they'll do without him, I guess. Sorry, buddy. Can't find you, little buddy. Alright, here we go, boys. Set a timer. Let's go. May as well pop our cooldowns at the beginning because he doesn't summon the ads right away, so that's good to know. Go crazy right at the start. We've got to remember to interrupt that, though, every time, though.
Be bolder. Your life is mine. Stay here and recover.
So far, so good. I mean, not a super exciting fight, honestly, right? I feel like this would be more exciting on a monk, probably, honestly, but because it's just there's more rolling around and zipping around, and but who knows? This would probably be really slow on a Death Knight, much like my Druid. My Death Knights and Druids are like the slowest tanks, I feel like, compared to everyone else. It's probably a cakewalk on a Paladin, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know Pallies too well, but Pallies seem pretty tanky. A lot of mitigation, a lot of self-heals, all that razzmatazz and jazz, right? See, Illyria dropping all those heals is like super helpful. That's sort of why we just sort of stay in heal form.
Gather yourself. I'll staunch the bleeding.
Well, ads should be coming out soon, I think, and I wonder if there's still deadly boss mods that you can get so you can tell me when the ad phase is coming out. I know this thing to our left is telling us something.
Pesky magic.
Oh, she took something off of us. Oh, so I see. So she's curing us of something. Interesting. We'd normally have to cure that off ourselves, I guess, but because she's a healer, she's doing it, I guess. Nice. Probably ads soon, maybe, maybe not.
I'll take that.
Does anyone ever call her Elhyria instead of... Okay, because she's a healer. So this guy's almost at half health, and like the ads haven't come out yet, so we're doing better, I think, DPS-wise, at least. Popping cooldowns at the beginning was helpful, too, I think. There's the ads. Okay, right here. Pop cooldowns, let's go. These ads aren't too bad, but we'll still pop cooldowns, so we can just fight them without having to fight him with the other mechanics and stuff, right? Just nuke them fast.
Not quick enough.
Nice, so far so good.
I'll staunch the bleeding.
Don't need to die at the same time. Illyria, just pick one and I'll pick the other, I guess.
I'll take that.
We're fighting him again, I think, right? Looks like. Oh, I missed that interrupt, see? Yeah, because I didn't realize he came out. Well, he still survived it, thank God. We got very lucky there. Very, very lucky. That was sloppy on my part. That time we actually missed it. The one time I misclicked it. That time it was stupid that we actually missed it. Thank God we got very lucky, though, there. Very, very lucky.
Your pain, mine.
Well, at least I'm watching it now. Interrupt.
Take strength from this.
Positioning is less than ideal, but we're okay. We got tons of mitigation, tons of cooldowns. Kill this guy already? Like, die, brother. What are you doing? It's gonna stun you too to just...
I'll take that.
interrupt that. Cooldowns are coming up soon. Like my trinket and stuff.
Let me get rid of that.
Interrupt that. 12 seconds of cooldowns are up. I don't know when the ads are coming out. Probably have a little bit of time though, so we should be okay. If not, I'll have to fight them without ads. It is what it is.
I'll take that.
Okay, cooldowns are up. Let's go nuts. Go nuts. Even if the ads come out, it is what it is. Take a chance.
And recover.
Try to take some of this opportunity to go crazy on him. Burn some of that health if we can.
Your life.
I'll save my Frenzied Regeneration, the special Frenzied Regeneration. So if you're watching, if you have the Apex Talents for Bear Druid, you can pop your Berserk, and you can hold on to your boosted Frenzied Regenerations for as long as you want. As you can see, I'm not using Frenzied Regeneration, and it's still glowing. It's glowing because it's boosted. It's not a regular Frenzied Regeneration, but it's boosted by my Apex Talent. So until I use it twice, I have this extra Giga Frenzied Regeneration, which I'm holding on to right now because I'm just getting heals from her, so why waste it? If shit hits the fan and I need a Giga heal, we have it now. We've been sitting on it this entire time. So maybe right now we'll use one. But as we're sitting on it, we still have one more. As we're sitting on it, our cooldown for our next Berserk is still coming up. So like it's helpful to not just use it just because it's there. You can sort of save it as an insurance plan if you need it. Sort of like we did. We still didn't really need to use it, but like we're doing so good on time, and why not just get extra padding just because we can. Ads should be out soon. At least we have ads. Perfect. They're ads. Probably all the ads, right? Yep, it's all of them. Okay. This thing's moving out of the way now. Amazing. We will pop our Convoke the Spirits to try to nuke these guys. These guys are dying pretty quick, which is great. Guys aren't too bad. I want to try to kill these guys before he comes out, because then it gets sketchy. They can stand under that too. That's helpful. I had a feeling this thing would... Oh, good. Great, 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 great. We're doing amazing. Pop some Frenzied Regen. Okay, so far so good. Great job. Just focus one. AoE him down. So far so good. Get some heals. Okay, he's back now. That's a problem. I'm going to need to interrupt his attack now. I've got to be mindful of that. It's coming out soon, I feel like.
Your life is mine.
Cooldown's up soon, right? I imagine? Yep, there's the attack. There's the interrupt. That's what we needed. We should be good now. We should be in a good spot. Our cooldowns are almost up. We'll wait for our Convoke. Just to pop everything at once. It'd be nice to pop everything at once, so... Let's Convoke up. Convoke's up, so we can pretty much pop everything now.
Stay here.
Once I get away from this thing, I don't want to get sucked into this goddamn thing. Okay, we'll interrupt, and now we're safe. I was waiting for the interrupt as well. That's a really risky trinket to use, because I have to stand in place while casting it. It's really annoying. And it's annoying that he's casting this shit on here, and I wasting my cooldown while he's doing that, because it's alright. Go crazy. Go nuts. Go nuts. Use our cooldown. Come on. Go crazy. It's going to be... This is sort of where we died last time, I think, after the second ad phase. Maybe third ad phase. So we're in a pretty good spot, I think, all things considered.
I'll take that.
Damn, it upsets me. We could have gotten this first shot, too, though, you know? Like... I saw this at Hulk Hogan documentary, by the way, on Netflix. I look forward to watching it. Supposedly, it's a pretty good documentary, actually. Ooh, that hurt. Why'd that hurt so much? But we survived, thank God. We had our super strong Frenzied Regeneration. I don't know why that one hurt so much, though, compared to the other ones. Okay, there's this thing here, which is not good, and we're stuck on the wrong side. I need it to fade so we can run across like this. Like this. Nice. Much better. Much better. Much safer. Oh, I missed the interrupt. Darn. Distracted. Okay. Darn. See, that was like 10-minute fight. Oh, that was bad positioning on my part. I was getting distracted. Okay. It's an easy fight. We'll come back. I don't want to... It's just so long. Oh, God. Mechanically, it's not hard at all. Like, it's nothing like Mage Tower was. This is not the challenge I expected it to be. It's more boring than it is challenging, because we're just doing it over and over. It's the same thing for 10 continuous minutes. Probably longer than that. I just wish I had more DPS. It'd be more fun. I'm sort of zoning out. Should we do it one more time, then we can get it? Ugh. God, it's so tedious. We can do it. I wish she did more DPS, Valyria. We could just gear her up more so she would just do more numbers for us instead of us having to tough it out like this for 10 plus minutes. 15-minute fight. It's a lot of just pressing 3 buttons, it feels like.
I'll take that.
Erupt. I wonder if I can have things pop up on the screen like DBM did with like interrupt.
Don't waste this.
It'll be fun to try this again on different classes.
Stay here and
Because I feel like Unholy DK would probably go crazy here. I don't know how Warlock would do here with if this would kill the demon. If this guy doesn't kill the demon, then Warlock would go banana sandwich in here. Hunter would go crazy in here. Like if this guy, they don't normally balance these things for pet fights properly. Because, excuse me, these guys like 1 or 2 shot the demons. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, the pets have to be able to tank it. The Warlock's not going to be able to tank it. So you have to balance it for pet classes.
gather yourself.
But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it is. Like, I wonder how you do this as a rogue. I feel like a rogue would probably excel here as well. Again, it would probably balance, so the rogue probably has some kind of self-healing or something. And the rogue would probably pump like it was nobody's business. I feel like this would be probably a pretty easy challenge for a rogue. It'd be fun to... I'll try it eventually on a rogue, I bet. It'd be a lot of fun. These challenges are sort of boring for tanks, because as you can see, like, it just takes a long time. Our health really, like, other than the insta-kill mechanics, our health is never really that sketched out. Anytime it drops like that, it's just because I just press a button and it goes back to normal, which is not how most classes would be doing this fight. Most classes would be sweating a lot more. We're sort of doing this in easy mode. Let's be mindful of that. As a tank, I mean.
Ah, pesky magic.
I think the ad's gonna come out soon, but maybe we'll just do cooldowns anyway, say fuck the ads. We'll try to work on beating this guy down. We'll just AoE him through AoE the ads through him. Or the ads. See, they're the ads phase. We just popped it right now. So we got a little bit extra DPS on him, so use this phase for the ads now too. Lyria's like running to the wall or something. What is she doing? I'm gonna focus the one guy. See if maybe we can kill one faster for just solo focus one guy and then attack the other guy after. I don't know if Illyria will solo focus the one guy, but he's still not, I see he's still in Power Void Orb, so we're just waiting for that Empower Void Orb to end, and then we can attack him again. Should be right now. He's gonna end. Now we can attack him, right? Yeah, there it is. Perfect. I didn't notice that last time, which is nice. So should do his interrupt soon, hopefully. Should be able to interrupt him any minute, I think. There it is. Perfect.
Gather yourself.
Okay, now we're safe for a few seconds. Okay. Don't love that we're against the wall, but that's alright.
Let me get rid of that.
I want to interrupt him one more time, then we'll pop our cooldowns. So I'm afraid to get stuck in a cooldown right there. Perfect. Now we pop our coolies. Oh, we have 30 seconds on the mystery box. I lied. We should wait for that maybe, I guess, technically.
Be bolder.
Could have actually popped. We could have popped it now, I guess, technically. It would have been helpful, but... Lyria's not targeting this ad. She's attacking the boss, because this ad should have been dead a long time ago. This is crazy. Jesus Christ, I had to switch targets just to kill him. Okay, our cooldowns are up, though, now, so which is nice. Interrupt that. Pop this. Go this way. Hopefully the ads don't come out again now, because we took so long with these ads. If it does, it is what it is. We'll survive. It's just...
I'll staunch the bleeding.
I'm just trying to DPS him a little bit more because it just takes so long that it's just... I don't want to be alive for this fight as long as we have to. I forgot to set a timer this time too, but sure we can watch the VOD to see how long this one takes. Probably going to be at least 15 plus minutes again. So. Interrupt that. Ads should be coming out soon, I feel like. I wonder if it's health percentage based or if it's time based. I wonder. I could probably Google that after so I know. That way I can like time it around that. I can take my time DPSing him. So if I know, oh, it's time based or it's health based, we can wait for cooldowns to come up, not DPS him for a little bit, then push him to the next phase. Versus a time based thing, you just have to just know, okay, the ads are coming out in 30 seconds. Regardless, it would be nice to know what's causing it. It's got to be any second though, I feel like.
Your life is mine.
Interrupt that. Please don't spawn the ads on that side of the room where I can't stand there now because that shit is all over the place.
Don't waste this.
Pending strike. Music is fun.
Stay here.
Okay, good. I should have saved that for the ads the AoE ability I just used, but that's alright. That's okay, we'll make it work. Whatever it is. They're never coming out. That's why I'm like, I don't understand why it's taking so long, so I'm just using abilities, but... Our cooldowns are going to be up at least. We have quite a few cooldowns up when they come out. Perfect, there they are. Of course, they're far over there, so I can't get to them, but at least we'll be able to pop my cooldowns when they come.
I'll staunch the
Let them all group up. I'll go nuts. AoE their ass down. It's coming here now. Okay, his phase is going to end in a second, and then we're going to have to do his interrupt phase in a sec. Probably.
gather yourself.
Okay. Interrupt soon. Interrupt soon. Pending strike. Okay.
Veil ward.
What did we just unlock? Her power. How did she just level? She just leveled. Mid-fight, she just leveled. What is going on? Because we were killing ads, she leveled? That's so strange, dude. I didn't know that could happen, but nice. Great. Now if we do it this time, it's going to say, well, it's because she leveled mid-fight. That's why you got it this time. Okay.
Stay here and recover.
She reached level 47. I wonder what her cap is. I wonder what her max level is for her. Okay. Pop this cooldown now. I don't know when the ads are coming back up, but...
I'll take that.
Interrupt. I think this is where we've wiped every other time, pretty much, or close to it, I imagine, or it looks like, it seems like.
I'll staunch the bleeding.
Interrupt.
Be bolder.
Cooldowns are almost up. Interrupt. These cooldowns are so close to being up again. Oh my god.
Now strike.
My god. Are they up? It's 9 seconds. We'll wait. We'll line them all up together. Let's wait. We'll wait. I don't know if there's another ad phase though, or what the deal is there, but... Interrupt. Now's the time to pop the cooldowns. The thing just... Oh, that hurt. Okay. Okay, quick. Coolies. Coolies, go nuts. Oh, move. Oh, no, I went to the wrong side because the ball is there now. I'm gonna have to run away from the ball, but I have to wait. The wrong side. We'll run to the other side of the ball. Is that right? Interrupt.
Gather yourself.
Ball's not a big deal. Stay on this side now so the ball can pass us. Go to the other side. They'll probably do it in the middle or something. They'll probably do it on our side, though, rather, and then we'll stand in the middle or something.
Pesky magic.
See? It's going to the side, so now we can stand in the middle. We'll be safe from the ball on this side. Interrupt. We've been doing this for so long, the music stopped. Killed the music. Oh, now it's in the middle. Okay, and the ball's probably all the way over there. Okay, it's over there. Perfect.
Don't waste.
Why did that hurt so much? Interrupt. See, now the things are coming out faster, which I don't mind. It's almost easier because then you can, if you put yourself in, it's almost better if it comes out faster because if you're standing in a bad position, it also erases the bad positioning faster, so you can get into better positioning faster as well, which is nice. Oh, ad phase again. Oh, a new ad. It's a new ad. Oh, we're going to fight an elite. We're going to have to fight an elite while we're fighting this guy. This is the third ad now, so this is going to take longer to fight. This is going to be a problem a little bit, but we'll try our best. We will try our best. He has an interrupt, I see. Oh, the thing's right in front of us, like chasing us. I got to run from this thing. Shit. Okay, he's casting too, which is a problem. Shadow Crash. Do we have to interrupt that?
Your pain, my
Maybe not. We just step out of it, looks like. Problem is, he's going to be done casting soon, and this guy's not even close to being dead, so that's going to be an issue. So Valeria's DPS ain't great. He's almost done his cast. He's almost done his cast. Okay, I can't do his Shadow Crash. I have to ignore his Shadow Crash, and I have to interrupt this guy's thing instead. We're gonna have to just fight two of them simultaneously and survive, and then we can get this if we can AoE this down.
staunch the bleeding.
Just gotta watch the Shadow Crash and watch his interrupts. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, we're standing in it. Whoops, I didn't see that. I guess it happened over us. Over us or something. Okay, get out of that. You get out of that. Perfect. There we go. Oh, the interrupt. Whoops. Okay. All right. Oh, so we'll come back with just higher numbers. The fight's just lasting way too long. It's just too. It's too much work for no reward. It's possible we could do it. We got so close so many times, but if I could do the same amount of effort, less effort for the same amount of like reward in half the time, I think I'm over the ego boost of doing it right now. Just because it takes so goddamn long. If it wasn't that long of a fight, I would probably do it. But the mechanics are so goddamn slow that it just takes too long to get back in there. I don't want to have to just sit there just pressing swipe, swipe, swipe for 15 minutes again. So, If the reward was a bear skin, a cat skin, we would have gotten it done today. Because I'd be motivated enough to get it done. But it's like, fuck it. Just get gear and come back. Who gives a shit? I don't even know what the reward is. It's not anything significant of any kind. It's an achievement, maybe, that makes fun of an Elden Ring name. But we got it. We can do it. We can bang our head against the wall and grab it, or we'll get like a few more upgrades and just do it like that. But at least we can do it. That's good to know. Like, Illyria having more... Illyria leveling up gives her more DPS. By me not doing anything, she automatically is better at performing. Every time she swings, it just does more mathematically. Chunks away at his health pool. Me just existing speeds up the fight by her having a higher item level. Or a higher level by me doing, like, delves and stuff, so... Lots of people have min-maxed the shit out of this, and we didn't, and we still got pretty close. So we'll just keep pushing a little bit more and then get it. Our trinkets are dog shit. This is okay, I guess, but not that great, I don't believe. Like, this is good, but we don't have a DPS trinket, which is what sucks. I don't want mitigation trinkets, I want DPS trinkets. Because we're just so slow. There's no way you're supposed to, like, fight the ads while fighting her simultaneously, or him, or whatever it is, for as long as we have. That should kill anyone, but because we're a tank, we just sort of ignore the fight, which is sort of what we've been doing. Yeah, I don't know. Sort of feels like a hollow victory. I mean, a victory is a victory, but... That's why I want to go back in there with a monk after, when we level our monk up, because it'll be more exciting, it'll be more challenging. We did all these challenges, much harder versions of these challenges, a few times actually, and every time when we did it, I did it on healers, which I never healed before. I learned a healer just to be able to do these hard challenges on a healer. So I've done them multiple times on multiple characters, including classes I don't play, and I always thought the healer challenges and the tank challenges were the least fun. The DPS were always the most fun, and it's because the DPS challenges were sort of mostly mechanics focused. I guess mechanics is a too generic of a word. I guess it's all mechanics. The DPS challenges were more focused on avoidance while DPSing, while doing interrupts, while maintaining ads. It was a lot of like spinning plates and trying to maintain multiple stuff at once. The healer challenge and the tank challenge was mostly just keep stuff up, kick something once in a while, mitigate stuff, don't die, and just sort of wait it out. It was a lot of waiting. Both the healers and tanks were waiting, and this also feels like a lot of waiting. Just sort of waiting on cooldowns, waiting for ads to come up. That's why I feel like it'll be more fun on DPS. It'll be harder on DPS. It'll be a lot harder on DPS. Like, a lot harder. But you'll be super engaged. And that's why I want to do it. We'll get the achievement on our tank just to get it. But then, once we have the achievement under our belt, it'll be fun to see, can we do it on DPS? Because I don't even know if we can. It'll be tough as hell, man. As easy as it is at us on our tank, it's going to be, like, I would argue, probably 75% more difficult as a DPS. But it'll be really, really fast. It'll be probably half the time as far as fighting him takes. And you'll just be super engaged. Moving the whole time, really nuking the ads, interrupting, dodging attacks, dispelling yourself. Like, it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. DPS is the reason why no one plays tanks or healers compared to DPS, because DPS is so engaging by comparison. It's so much fun. It is a lot of fun. I mean, I play tanks so I can do stuff like this, big AoE pulls. But DPS is by far a far superior player experience. And I don't know what Blizzard can do to change that for tanks and healers. But if they could figure that out, you'd have a lot more people filling the roles that you need. Because it's like 2% of the player base or less is tanks and healers, it seems like. This pull would have killed anyone like 3 minutes ago. But again, tanks are just invincible. That's why they're fun to play, but this fight also is taking 5 times, if not like 6 times as long as it should, because while we are invincible, our DPS is dog shit. Especially druids. I think we did pick the worst tank to do that challenge on, now that I think about it too, because I think feral druids or tank druids have the lowest DPS of all the tanks. So the fight is taking even longer. So as long as it would take for a tank, period, it takes even longer for us because we're the worst tank, period. Not worst tank as far as survivability. We're probably one of the better tanks as far as survivability goes. I think they're all fine though. I think any tank class would not have problem with survivability. I think the only difference is DPS at this point. I think all tanks would be able to survive all those mechanics. But I feel like probably a Demon Hunter or a Brewmaster Monk would probably do the most DPS. I'm curious now. Let's see if we can do this. No promises. I'm going to try to level up my Monk. If we can get our Monk to level 80 or 90 before next stream, and get it geared enough, which shouldn't take very much, I'd be interested to see if our Monk can do that challenge much faster as a tank than this character as a tank. I wonder, even with a lower item level, I feel like it probably could, just because I believe monks, specifically tanking monks, are broken right now. Crazy broken. Like, as in overpowered, beyond belief, which is really exciting. I know a lot of you guys, emergency waygate used. Oh, this is weird. I know a lot of you guys are maybe too keen on, like, classes being overpowered, but I think it's fun. I'm all for it. What are we doing here? Shadowguard forces slain. Overcharged void stabilizers with arcane. This is a story we have not done before. This is the last story I think we need for this delve, which is cool. All the delves have 3 stories, and they rotate, like weekly or daily or whatever it is. We've done 2 out of 3 of most of them, but we're missing the last one for most of the stories, and this is one of the stories we're missing. So when we complete this now, we'll get an achievement for doing all the stories in this delve.
Stay here and
Are these guys healing with their soul siphon, or what's going on?
I'll take that.
Well, I'm really sorry about missing a Tuesday, I think it was, right? Yeah, it was a crazy day. It's been a crazy week, unfortunately. But I appreciate you guys being so understanding. Usually there's very little time between getting off and coming on online here.
Let's
Just because, like, if I were to give myself more time in between, stream would start really late. And sometimes I have to get off a little bit earlier, so that, like, it wouldn't be enough time to stream, so it's such a small window between the two. And sometimes things come up last minute, and it's so close to stream time because of how I set it up, unfortunately, but it gives me the opportunity sometimes to stream for 5 hours when I do it like this. That when shit does hit the fan last minute like that, it is so close, cutting it so close too, that I feel bad, but
gather yourself.
I still think that at the times when that doesn't happen, it gives me the opportunity then to stream for longer. That it's worth sometimes that happening. If you can even follow what I just said. Because if I were to give it more buffering before stream time started, then that would... Why is this guy immune to damage? What's going on? It's just he's absorbing damage. Okay. Then I'm afraid overall there'd be a net loss to overall stream time. That was sort of my thinking. Although I am trying to
Stay here and recover.
work on the inconsistency of my schedule, which isn't entirely in my control, unfortunately. But I'm trying my best because I hate the inconsistency of it, and not just related to stream, but just generally.
Dodge the bleeding.
You know, so many factors though that cause that. So it would take some rebuilding from the ground up a little bit.
Take strength from this.
Well, we'll take this guy with us because this is taking a while. So you're just gonna come with us for a walk, and we'll just keep pulling mobs. We'll just clear this place out and then just do whatever the quest objective is, because there's mobs everywhere. So we'll just pull, and then we'll figure it out.
Gather yourself.
Again, this is something we can only do as a tank. Pulling like a maniac like this is unheard of. This would kill anybody, including some tanks. But again, the lack of DPS that bear druids have, especially as of late, I think comes at the cost of being such a meat shield. I think probably Blood Death Knights and Bear Druids are probably the tankiest of tanks. At that, though, comes... Bear Druids have movement. DKs do not have movement. Death Knights do not move very fast at all. They're very slow. But they have survivability. Druids have movement and survivability, but they don't have damage. I think Blood DKs might have better damage than Bear Druids. I could be wrong, but I feel like as of late... And the thing is, like, everybody will tell you that their class sucks. And I feel like it's not the case. I feel like some people are being overdramatic. But if you look at the patch notes for this expansion specifically, this expansion came out. All classes had very large patch notes because all classes were changed. All the talents were changed for all classes. They introduced new talent systems for all classes. Since that happened... I could be wrong, but I think Bear Druid is the only one from the beginning of the X-Pack that has been nerfed every single time. I think it happened 4 or 5 times. The X-Pack's only been out for like a month and a half or something. Like, it's crazy, dude. So I hope it gets reversed. I mean, it just sucks. And with that being said, and everybody says their class sucks, the few people that are saying their class doesn't suck are Frost Mages. Frost Mages say that they are pumping like a god right now. Supposedly, people say Frost is crazy powerful, and Frost is very happy, supposedly. And the monks are saying they're gods. And it's funny, because the monks are commenting on the forums, saying sucks to be you druids, it sucks, but we're crushing it right now, and it's life is good. And they're like not taunting Blizzard, but they're like, we love what you did with us. Please don't nerf us. We're broken. We're aware that we're broken. We love it. Life is good. Don't change a thing. And I don't disagree with them. Let monks have their day. Give it to them.
Not quick enough.
I say give it all the tanks. Let all the tanks be crazy. Make tanks like super broken and OP and be like, why would anybody play anything else? Because tanking is still boring even when you're OP. Even when you're super strong, if you can solo anything and you're invincible, you still will not primarily play a tank because it's still too slow. Even if you can solo the entire game, you don't need a player for anything. I promise you, the majority of player bases, even with that, even with like hacks, the game playing a tank is being a hacker pretty much. You still would not play a tank because it would be fun to solo everything the first time, maybe the second time. By your third time around, you're like, this sucks. I want to play DPS. I want to press more buttons. I want speed. I want efficiency. I want to see big numbers. I want to look at the DPS meter and be beating other people. Like survivability is not it. I know a lot of people think it is, but there's just something so invigorating, something so addicting about just the jitteriness of like a fast-paced character. It's always been the case. It's so funny. But then there's the group of... There's two groups. I lied. I like the fast-paced characters, but then there's the other group too, where they don't like it. They're the antithesis of that. They're like, it's rogues are too ADD. I like standing in one spot and pressing 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-2, 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-2, and that's a mage. And they're both DPS players. They both crush the DPS meters, but they're just different playstyles. Like the one playstyle is if you noticed, I haven't stopped jumping, and I don't shut up either. I'm just like super energetic and yappy. I'm like those dogs that don't shut up, right? That's like rogue playstyle. That's melee playstyle. It's super in your face and fast paced and non-stop and jumping and moving and kicking and stunning and buy it, fuse it, break it, fix it. You know that song? That's one playstyle. And the other playstyle is like super chill. It's like 2-button rotation. And the funny thing is both of them are competing for top DPS. Just how it is. The casters, for the most part, pretty much stay planted. You move to the left, you move to the right, crisscross, but for the most part, like you can just sort of stand. You avoid most mechanics. My friends are casters. I've been a caster most of my life, as well as melee. I've played both, but I think that casters have it tougher as far as DPS goes. I think it's a little bit tougher for melee, but it's more exciting for melee. Casters have to stop casting to move. Melee can cast while moving because they don't cast spells, so that you can move and attack, like I do all the time. So melee can have more DPS. The casters have less mechanics, but they have to move more often to step out of mechanics. I think melee having it harder because they're in the midst of the mechanics. A lot of mechanics avoid ranged because they're so far away, so they could just ignore a lot of stuff. I don't think that's very exciting. I think that's boring. And I think being in the mix and having to dodge everything that comes at you with the tank is way more engaging. It's so much more exciting. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I think maybe it's a little bit tougher mechanically, as like having just more stuff. There's literally more stuff you have to pay attention to as a melee DPS. But I think it's more fun by a long shot. I don't know. They always fight though. There's like a debate: what's harder, melee or range? And I guess technically melee is, but not by much. And I still think it's pretty easy. The part that they say is harder, I think, is almost easier because it's right in your face. I don't know. I'd rather see how that mechanic was right in front of me and I sidestepped it immediately. I'd rather that than a mechanic coming from far away and I'm watching the swirl on the ground and I'm waiting to see when it's going to come. And I ask myself, do I have time to get a cast off before I move? Or should I just move? Sometimes I'm greedy and I get the cast off, and sometimes I get hit by the mechanic. Sometimes I don't. But I'd rather just instantly move. And I just do that as melee. I won't do that all the time as caster because I play the game of, do I have time? Should I finish this cast? I feel like I have time to get this cast off. Usually you do. Most of the time you do. But maybe the constant engagement of melee, which is constantly sidestepping and dodging, maybe that's too engaging for people. Maybe some people don't want that focus. They don't want to play like that. Maybe they do like the sit back, sidestep one fire, sidestep this mechanic, sidestep that. Maybe that's more people's speed now that I think about it. I never considered that. I guess I'm like just saying what I like, not what works for everyone. There was a wonderful woman we used to play with, Jokey. I'm not sure where she is now. She was an older lady. She was such a sweetheart. She was from the South, and she was such a sweetie, but she was older, and she would be the first to admit that I would argue her primary focus of why she was playing and why she joined the guild was to just be part of a community and have fun and raid and experience raiding and all that stuff, but she didn't have the competitiveness that maybe some of the younger players in our guild had at the time. And I don't think I ran the guild, but I was in a position of authority where I had to hear the complaints of people on both sides. If she's like, I don't like how people are talking to me. The other people are saying, hey, we're carrying her. She's not pulling her weight. And I understood both sides. I sided with her a little bit more just for the sake of this is not... We never started raiding with the intention of us being cutting edge. So we have to have a little bit of patience for people that aren't there because they didn't sign up for that. And we didn't sign up for that. So while I agree, we've gotten significantly better over the season. A lot of our players improved drastically to the point where they wanted more of a challenge, and I understand that. At the same time, I tried to remind people, we sort of got into it with the intention of like being fairly casual. And yes, we all got much better. And now we pushed the envelope of how far we want to challenge ourselves. That was unexpected and a great unexpected thing to happen. But we still can't just leave people to the sidelines because we've now changed our mentality about how we want to approach raid, and they haven't. They signed up for what they always signed up for. So I guess it makes sense to have the caster mentality and the melee mentality, because if you have players like Jokey, she can play a caster and be part of a raid environment and press 1-1-1-1-1-2, 1-1-1-1-1-2, while my other friend is going banana sandwich, dodging a million mechanics, doing snapshotting, trinkets, right? Like they both of them can coexist in the same raid, and both contribute equally while still playing in their playstyle. I mean, it's I gotta give credit to the devs, even though like I'm not always thrilled with the way they balance stuff. The fact that you can even have that coexisting at the same time and still working towards the same goal simultaneously without either one of them affecting each other is pretty decent balance. Is that not fair? I think that's pretty fair to say. Right? Like you have a semi-casual and semi-dedicated or hardcore player in the same group, playing at two different levels, obtaining the same goals, working together without stepping on each other's toes, and neither of them know how hard either one is playing. Because as long as the player that's not really pulling their weight is not doing a mechanic that wipes the group, as long as there's not a mechanic that kills everybody, even if she's not pulling her weight, other players are probably over pulling their weight. They're probably doing way more than they need to, and that compensates for whatever she's not doing. And that's generally how most raids are. Not everybody's pulling an equal amount. There's usually one person who's pulling, usually what is most raids from my experience is there's 25% of the people are carrying 75% of the other people. That's usually what it is. You usually have probably one giga healer, one giga tank, and then like 2 or 3 monstrous DPS that are just carrying everybody. If you have a group where you have 2 good tanks and good healers, and even like 1 or 2 good DPS, you can probably carry a very significant amount of people. A real significant amount of people. I feel like even more important than a good tank are good healers. As someone that's tanked primarily, often, and did at the time when I was tanking quite difficult content I would argue that healing is much harder than tanking. Speaking from tanking experience, I mean. I've not healed. I've seen it. I'm very close with healers. Casey's a healer. She has been when she played. And seeing her perspective, seeing the perspective of my friends heal, it's way, way sketchier, way harder. Healing is the most thankless job. I have the utmost respect for healers. Tanking, you just sort of stand there, don't die. Healing is like way, way crazier. Don't get me wrong, tanking is like a thankless job. Tanking is tough, but it is nothing compared to healing. Not even remotely close. I'm grateful for people that are willing to tank for me. But my god, man. The anxiety of healing is crazy. And then I watch healers on Twitch, and they're like talking to chat, they're chilling, they're making jokes, they're barely paying attention. It's like I'd be having a panic attack right now, and you're barely focusing. I don't understand how you do it. Well, this is another delve in the bag, boys. That's 2 out of 3. We need to do 3 of these this week so we can unlock our weekly quest, which is oh, I'm gonna interrupt that. Which is the ability to re-roll in items. Once you do... Oh, it's not this Nightmare Dungeons, isn't it? Or is this? You can do 3 Nightmare Dungeons, or 3 Nightmare Prey, whatever the Prey thing is, 3 of those. You can do 3 Delves, level 8 or higher, or 3 Mythic Plus, or 3 Raids, anything that's considered more difficult content. If you do 3 of those... What's going on with my cast bar? Why can't I target anymore? What's going on? If you do 3 of those... Oh, is this why? My cast bar's not working all of a sudden. What is going on with my cast bar? Okay, anyways, I'll have to click. I have to click. It's not working all of a sudden. My mouse stopped working for some reason. Anyways, if you do 3 of any of the difficult content, Raids, Mythic Plus, this week, you get a quest which gives you the ability to re-roll boss gear, which is helpful. So let's say a trinket I need drops off a certain boss, and I killed the boss, I didn't get it. If I have this coin in my bag, I can roll a second time to hopefully get it this week. So you want to get those coins before you do the raids, really. So even though you can get the coins by doing the raids, you want to get them a different way first. Because if you could get the coins and then do the raids, each boss gives you 2 opportunities at loot instead of 1 opportunity. But it's been bugged this week. So people rushed to get these coins, and then they rushed to kill the bosses. They used their coins, and the coins bugged. So people lost their coins for the week. I'm glad I didn't do it yet, because that would have sucked. I would have been so upset if that happened to me. So I'm glad we're behind. It worked in my favor unexpectedly. Let's see what we get. Well, I look forward to doing this challenge again, boys. We'll just come back with more gear. Like, yeah, just make it easy. Just from a DPS perspective, my god. We'll just upgrade more stuff, like, you know. Alright, is that our 3rd one? 2. We need 1 more. Okay, so we'll get 1 more. So we have 2 out of 3, so. Okay, my friends, I'm sorry today's a little bit shorter. It wasn't a 4-hour stream or even a 5-hour stream, only like 3.5, but that timed out well enough. I do have to play Baldur's Gate with my friends tonight. That's the only reason why I'm calling it, to be fully transparent. We've been playing, we've been trying to play weekly for quite a while, and things have been coming up. We've missed a few weeks. I missed last week, so this seems like a week where we can all get together, so I'm hoping, we're so close to beating the game. It's been taking us months and months and months for us to all coordinate to find time to play together. We're so close. We're finally I think we're in the 3rd act. We're not really close to beating the game. I say that. We're not really that close. I think we just got the Baldur's Gate, more or less, which is a lot. That's like the full game, pretty much. But the fact that we got through Act 1 and 2 alone is amazing in itself. Have a wonderful night, boys. I will see you guys Sunday. It still might be WoW. We might be WoW for a few more streams until we get a new game. I apologize, but I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. I hope you guys have a safe weekend. I will see you guys Sunday. And yeah, probably Ghost of Tsushima soon. That's probably what we're going to play. It seems like fun. I will see you guys soon. Be safe. Have fun. See you guys in Discord. Have a nice night.